Right. Hello, everybody.
Yo, what's going on?
Welcome to the Anime Mystics podcast. I'm Roman.
I'm Steven Sonosuke-sama.
So we're doing something a little different this time. We're still in the quarantine, stay-at-home, order. So we're doing this through Discord.
Technology.
Yeah. That way, neither of us have to actually leave our home.
Yeah, we get to continue to bring out content and obey the law and the rules. It's not really a law, but it's the rules. And
Yeah.
continue that social distancing.
Exactly. So, if it sounds a little weird, at points, that's why I'm on Discord using my mic. Sano's at home using his phone. So,
Yes.
yeah, we're still kind of working things out, but this should be fine. We tested it, and it sounded okay.
Yeah, and most importantly, the general nature of the conversation will be the same.
Pretty
All
much.
the hot takes you can handle.
See if we have any this time. I don't know if we'll have any on the shows that we're watching.
Well, we're going to talk about Bang Dreams, so we might get to one or two.
Oh yeah, we might.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're finally gonna be able to discuss Bang Dream because Sano is watching Garupa Pico.
It's something in the air. Maybe it's the virus going around, but it was good enough to break my will and finally get me to watch Bang Dream.
At least some form.
Yeah, I was thinking some version of it, not the normal official version, but the cute chibi spin-off. I'm a sucker for that. I'll watch that.
Yeah.
For now,
because some of the stuff in this I don't think you'll find in the actual show.
Oh, you mean they're not gonna do a skydiving concert in the actual anime?
Yeah, that might be a little much. But knowing Kokoro, maybe. She's kind of out there. But anyway, that's only one of the shows we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
We're also going to be discussing Tower of God and Princess Connect Redive.
Yes.
Um,
Finally got it.
Yeah.
And because you've been doing reactions on those in the last couple of weeks.
Yes.
The whole time.
Yeah, I've been watching them pretty much every week. They're the only ones that I really hadn't fallen behind on. I think I fell behind maybe one episode one week, and then I just caught up really quick.
Nice. Good recovery.
And you sounded kind of bad there.
But yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
no,
it was because of your reactions. That's why I decided to watch like Tower of God, because I was like, this doesn't have a manga, or it's not a video game or anything. It's like a completely original project. I was all like, I don't know what's going on. So I was like, all right, this is different, but okay, let's check it out.
I think it's actually on that site Webtoon.
Yeah.
It's a Korean Webtoon. Same with
Right.
the other one that's coming out, I think, during summer. God of High School or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. So people are looking forward to these, though, because they're apparently very popular on there.
Mm-hmm.
Along with this other one, I think, called Solo Leveling. But I don't think that's getting an anime adaptation.
Probably not yet, at least.
Yeah, not yet. We'll probably see how these do and then get the other stuff.
Yes.
But,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Oh. No, what were you going to say? Because I was just going to go right into my updates.
Oh, no, I just, there was a plus-sized elf trying one. There was a guy on Facebook, he discovered it recently, and he's just like, does that have an anime? And I was like, not yet. So, yeah, there's a bunch of shows or manga, manhwa as well, that are like about ready to get animated, so there should be more interesting stuff coming down the pipes.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind a plus-sized elf anime.
You know it's coming.
I mean, we got Dumbbell. Why not plus-sized elf?
Right, and you have Dumbbells, and then on the flip side you have like Monster Moose and all those other Monster Girl animes. So a series that combines the both of them, you know it's coming.
Yeah.
So Yeah, just stuff to get excited for.
Yep. I mean, I'm surprised it doesn't have an anime already, but I guess, you know, maybe they don't have enough content. How many volumes does it have?
If I think it's like what, eight or volume eight, somewhere around.
That should be enough for a 12 episode season.
Right. It's like right there at the sweet spot. So it's enough to get started, but then you're gonna probably be waiting like a year for season 2.
Yeah.
If they did it, if they started doing it theoretically right now, that's what it would kind of be looking like.
Yeah. But I also kind of feel like this would be a show that wouldn't even get a season 2.
True, Monster Musume still hasn't.
I know, right? And that's way ahead of where they ended it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me do my updates really quick. So, as you all know, I'm behind on a few shows. I got Listeners that I'm like 4 or so episodes behind on, Arte and Argonavis. I don't know how many of you actually watched the first episode of Argonavis. I'll have to check that out. I know it's more than Listeners, but I think I only watched the first episode and then I fell behind. So there's I'm pretty sure they've gotten the whole band together by now, but I'll have to watch. Listeners, I mean, I don't know. I just kind of fell off on that one a little bit. And Arte, kind of the same. Like, it's pretty good. The art is really nice, but I don't know. Something about it that's just not that interesting. Maybe it picks up, like, when I get back into it. But right now, it's just her trying to prove herself to all the, like, male artists and stuff like that, and it you know.
Those shows, Listeners and Arte, aren't they on, like, or at least from the last week on the top 10 the anime rankings? Aren't they both on the charts?
I don't think Listeners is.
Okay.
Arte, I think, is like towards the bottom half.
Okay.
I know she was on the Ships one with her and Leo, her I guess mentor.
Okay.
But I don't remember if they're on any of the other ones.
Okay.
Listeners, I know is not. I haven't seen it anywhere.
Okay. All right. Well, that. So I was trying to gauge how popular it is, because that, if it's charts, that tends to show that people are interested in watching it. So that's probably why they're coming to check out your reactions. But if it's not ranking, then it could be like just people are just watching.
Right. I know. I don't know what's going on with Listeners. I figured people would be kind of interested, but
Right.
I mean, especially since it won the poll. But I don't know. Maybe they watched the first episode before coming to see the reaction and saw what it was, and then that thought, this isn't really for me. So
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They might have been disappointed. They might have been like, "This isn't what I thought it was gonna be." So pass.
yeah, that's pretty much the reaction I had the first time. Was this isn't what I thought this was going to be. I thought it was like a music anime, and it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's music kind of involved, but not in the way a music anime would normally be. Like nobody's singing and in a band or anything like that. But they do have a lot of music references and stuff like that.
Yeah. I know, again, you were mentioning this offline before we got started, but the Prince reference.
Right. They have a character that actually looks like Prince. And I think, I don't know, I think his amp or mech or whatever it's actually called, because it's been a while since I watched it, I think it has, I think it's like Purple Rain or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So, it's not subtle at all with the Prince reference.
You better be careful, man. That could be a lawsuit.
Well, I mean, the family might not be too happy. Who knows?
Right? Oh, man, that's funny. So at the very least, I'm interested. I might have to check it out just for the Prince reference. Just like I said, is the Dave Chappelle skit just is classic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would just watch just that. And if you were to tell me that the Prince cameo only exists for that one part, and then he doesn't show up in the rest of the series, I would watch until that part, and then I would drop the show. I mean, if I'm not interested, usually I finish the shows, even the shows I'm not even heavily invested in.
Right.
I still finish them because it's like, just do it. Come this far, just finish it.
Yeah, and I think they're already on episode 5 or 6, so it would be like halfway through the season anyway.
Yeah.
But I'll have to watch and see how how he's involved and what's going on with him, and maybe we'll find out if he even makes more appearances.
I hope so, man. Prince is great. So even before the Dave Chappelle skit, I liked Prince. So
yeah.
So props to them for giving him a shout out.
Totally. Yeah. So listeners has Prince, and Arte just has Arte.
Does it have a gender bent Leonardo da Vinci?
It does not. It's not FGO da Vinci. It's just I'm pretty positive her mentor is supposed to be Leonardo da Vinci because his nickname is Leo. So I don't know if they've confirmed that yet, but that's basically, I think, what everybody's thinking is that it's Leonardo da Vinci.
That's amazing.
Outside of that, I'm pretty sure they're going to mention other artists from the time because it's during the Renaissance, so you might run into them.
That's absolutely Leonardo da Vinci. Come on.
Yeah. It's definitely, it's got to be.
Well, you know what's going to happen is midway through the show they're gonna off him, and then he's going to be reincarnated as a lowly.
Oh God. No, it'd be a Shota. A Shota.
Well, yeah, technically Shota. It depends on what type of doujinshi you're into.
Oh God.
Oh goodness. Yeah, it didn't take too long for this podcast to get derailed, did it?
No, it didn't. So yeah, that. Like I said, the first couple episodes were just her trying to prove herself to the male artists because nobody wanted to take her in as an apprentice because she's a woman and all that. So, it's the Renaissance. They don't really, women weren't really put into high regard.
Allowed to do much.
Yeah. So she's had to go around trying to prove herself because she's like always like, oh, I want to draw this thing in your shop, and they're like, no, get out of here. Wow. And then they're like, oh, you know what? If you move these 20 bags of heavy clay or whatever that 2 guys have to carry by themselves, then you can do it. And then she'll do it.
She's got that gorilla strength like Pecorina does in
Princess Connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, she struggled. She couldn't even draw afterwards.
Oh, jeez.
But the guy told her, come back tomorrow, you can do it. I don't care. You did what I asked.
Wow.
And then I didn't watch the next episode because I fell behind.
So where did you stop then? Episode 3 or 4? Or?
I think it was 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a lot of them I ended up falling behind at episode 2.
Okay. So if you do go back, are you just going to do one giant episode and just do episodes 2 through 6 or whatever?
That's usually what I do. Yeah, I don't like to split it up because if they're all out, I might as well just watch them all.
Okay.
So yeah, I usually just release one big video with the episodes with the episode I stopped at up to where they are now.
Okay.
But I got to do that soon, otherwise I'm going to be 8 episodes behind.
Right. And truth be told, when I just did it for Prince, caught up with it a day ago, and yeah. I actually liked it. I could just sit down and just zip through it, and now it's I'm caught up. So I mean, now that I'm caught up, I don't think I'm going to do that again. I think I'm going to just watch it week to week,
Yeah.
Because it's easier now. But yeah, it's like either you do it week to week, and that's easy, or you just marathon.
Right. I might end up doing that with
So-
listeners, where I just marathon the whole thing. Because I might save that one for last to catch up on.
Yeah. Man, it sounds good.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll probably catch up to Arte first, then Argonavis, and then I'll do listeners.
There you go, folks. You heard his plan.
That's the plan, but we'll see if I follow it. Because none of my plans have been followed throughout this entire quarantine. Like, I was going to be catching up to everything that I was behind on, and I haven't even started any of the other shows I'm behind on. Like, what is that show called? Like Monster, I'm behind on. Like, all the shows that people asked me to watch, like, that were already over, like, from, like, seasons ago, that I had already started. I said I was going to finish, and I haven't even started any of them. The only one I finished was Yuru Yuri.
Man.
The rest of them I'm so behind on still because I'm just...
Yuri had, what, 3?
Yeah, 3 seasons and a bunch of OVAs, which I still have to watch.
Wow. And Yuru Yuri finished in, what, 2016? 2015?
I'm not sure. I think 15 or something like that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's more they could do. I don't know why they haven't done another season. It seems pretty popular.
Yeah. Very memeable, too.
Yeah. Like, I remember the image that made me want to watch it was the one where Kyoko was wearing the tomato pajamas.
Oh,
and she's like, I'm a tomato. That's the one that made me want to watch it.
Jeez. I'm surprised it wasn't, what's her name? The main character going Super Saiyan.
Oh, God, what's her name? Akarin.
Yeah, there you go.
I do like how they basically made her invisible. Like, she was like,
jeez.
like throughout the series, they were like they didn't really pay too much attention to her, and she was like losing her main character status.
Yeah. Wow.
That was funny.
Wow.
They seem to go away from that in the 3rd season, but the first 2 seasons that was pretty prevalent.
Just always breaking the 4th wall.
Yeah. I like shows like that, though, so it's probably why I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, well, you got me to watch Bang Dreams, so maybe one day I'll get around to watching Yuru Yuri.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet?
Nah.
Okay. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it looked hilarious. I just never had the motivation at the time. And yeah, the other stuff was more like in my peripheral, and I just was more interested, and so I was like, yeah. But it looks hilarious. I have no doubt that it's funny.
Yeah. Okay, just a heads up. You're coming in kind of robotic sounding.
Oh, really? Does this sound better?
Yeah, that sounds a little better.
Sounds better? Okay.
Yeah. We'll see what happens as we go on. But yeah, you were like, it was like slowing your voice down, and you were coming in like you were talking through a harmonica almost.
Oh, geez.
It was like you were auto-tuned. That's what it sounded like.
All right. Hang on. Let me try one thing then. Hang on.
Okay.
All right. How am I sounding now?
Sound good?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see how it goes as we go along. So hopefully it doesn't do that again.
All right.
But you'll hear what I was talking about when the episode comes up.
Maybe I like being auto-tuned. Maybe this was what's his name? Not Little John, but yeah.
Oh, Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne, yeah.
Yeah, he's always
auto-tuned. Yeah. But anywho, yeah. What else for updates? What else do you got for the channel?
Bella and I should start recording tonight. It's Monday as we're recording this, so we should be able to record some One Piece for you guys. We do it later in the night because she's got to put the baby to bed. So yeah.
Cool.
So I'll text her later today to see if she's still up for that, and I'm pretty sure she is because she brought it up herself. So
Cool.
We'll be able to get some more One Piece out to you guys.
All right. There you go. And so if you record tonight, where will you have it uploaded? Well, if you record.
I should have it up tomorrow on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
I usually try to record and then the next, like, have it edited, rendered as I'm sleeping, and then when I get up I start like making the thumbnail and putting it up on BitChute and all that. So
nice. All right. So there you go. Hopefully you guys get it done tomorrow.
Yeah, it's still happening.
All right. So what else? What else for channel updates?
I think that's about it. I don't know if I should bring up what we were talking about yesterday.
Oh yeah, no. No, just if anything, we're working on things. Let's say,
yeah,
we have ideas. We have lots of ideas.
Right.
So just look forward to the channel, and we are talking about being more consistent with updating our social media channels. So if you're listening to this, stay tuned. Follow the Facebook, follow the YouTube, follow Discord. Especially as things settle down for me personally, I think I'm going to be able to focus more on putting more content and links and whatnot. I've been trying to make at least 2 posts a day on the Facebook group. Most of the time it's like artwork and memes.
Right.
But some of you guys have been appreciating that, so I say thank you. I'm going to continue to do it. And eventually I will be putting up a lot more of the stuff that goes down on YouTube. I'll be forwarding that to the Facebook page, and Roman will be doing the same with the Discord channel. So all the news and updates will be circulating around all the social media pages, so they'll all be kind of in sync.
Right.
So everyone is kind of aware of what's going on, what we're talking about, what we're reviewing, and et cetera, et cetera. So know that we do have plans and ideas, and we want to expand and do more content and varied content. So it's not just us doing hot takes and reaction videos all the time. We want to improve the quality of content. So yeah,
exactly.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. So look forward to whatever we have planned.
Yes.
Or
yes.
Well, hopefully things go the way we want and we can actually do them. But yeah.
Yeah. Pray to Babongo-sama for us.
Yes. Put up an altar on the announcements for Babambo.
Jeez.
Okay, so that should be it for the announcements. So what are we talking about? Princess Connect first?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so yeah, as Sano said, he just caught up a few days ago on this. Basically binge watched 6 episodes?
Correct.
I just watched the 6th episode today, so because it just came out. Did my reaction as soon as I got up. So if you see my hair all crazy, that's why. It's bedhead.
No time to wait.
Exactly.
No time to wait. We record.
Right. Because I wanted to have it ready so when we talk about it, I knew what we were talking about. So.
Yes. Nice.
So yeah, Princess Connect Redive, based off of a mobile game, right? I don't think it's made its way to the US yet.
Really? It hasn't? I
don't think so. I think the last time I checked, I didn't see it on the Google store. But let me take a look here.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you get the same vibe from it, but for me, I get like big Konosuba vibes from this show.
Yeah. So it's like definitely it's a gacha game made by Side Games, and
right.
Side Games they have like games on fantasy, which is probably their big, and at least the one that put them on the map.
Yeah.
But unlike other gacha games, FGO, Princess Connect is pure waifus. Market, they know what they're aiming for, who they're trying to sell, and so it's all like, yeah, we're just gonna make a bunch of cute anime girls,
right?
and it seems like it's working. There's a lot of really good characters. Oh,
there is, yeah.
And it's in terms of the story, I could totally see the Konosuba vibes, you know, because of the way that they keep doing like the running gags, like eating bugs.
Yeah. Yeah, Carol does not want to eat bugs.
Yes.
Or frogs.
Stop trying to feed her bugs.
Or anything gross. She wants normal food.
Yeah. Which is funny in the context of Konosuba, because it's like in Konosuba, frog eats you.
Yeah. And I also thought it was funny because this episode they showed the frogs and they're like the different colored, like pink, blues, like they were in Konosuba.
Right. Yeah. You could. We were just not big brained enough to catch it.
Right. Okay, you keep getting cut off.
Okay. How about now? How's that sound?
It should be fine. We'll see. Like again, we'll see how it goes as we go along. Because it sounds fine when you say how's this, and then when we start going on, it like does the auto tune thing, and then like we'll lose you for a second, and then you come back, and it's kind of weird. I don't know. It didn't do this yesterday when we tested it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, go ahead. Hello?
Yeah, how does it sound now?
Okay. Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Just let me know if it acts up again.
Okay.
But yeah. So I have a question. I've been asking people too, like as I've been watching the show, and yeah. So go ahead, Roman. Who do you pick? You can pick multiples, by the way, because I won't blame you. But who's your Princess Connect?
Oh God, I actually brought this up. I think in episode 4.
Okay.
That I have no idea who to choose because they're all so good. Like I could go with Kokoro because she's like really sweet and everything, but I could also go with Carol because she's like the tsundere type, and I really like tsunderes. Pecorine is really like just cutesy and stuff, and I really like that about her. How she's like super hyper and like eats a lot. And I told you I kind of seem to like the gluttonous characters. So.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's Roman's girl right there. Jeez.
So, I don't know. I think if I had to choose out of the 3, it would definitely be multiple. It would be Carol and Pecorine. Just because out of the 3, Kokoro is a little plain. But she's still a really good character.
That's fair.
Just that, I don't know, because she's got some, like, wacky characters with her. Like, even Yuki, with his, like, memory gone, he's just, like, he's not even, like, the main character, really.
No. Yeah, no, I actually appreciate that. Because, again, it's an anime based off a gacha game. And in the gacha games, you are the character.
Yeah.
So, so they basically made him with no personality, barely talks. He says like 1 or 2 word answers, which if you've played like FGO and they give you those dialogue options, they're often like little short phrases or short sentences.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty clever. Like they really are tying it into the visual novel style, like responses or story choices.
Yeah.
So I thought that was the clever representation.
It's been working for me for this series. It really works.
Right, and in a grander scale too, it almost is like it addresses the kind of concern that I had with like the FGO anime, where they just turned Fujimaru into like a anime protagonist,
Right.
and it just kind of like he doesn't feel like anything, even though it's like I'm gonna go and fight with the servants because I fight with my servants and save the world, and it's like, yeah, I get it, but it doesn't really, do anything to me. And of all the characters, it's like he's the one that just didn't really stand out or do the most or do anything for me, really. And, especially, well, I mean, the nature and the power of the cast of characters he's surrounded with,
Yeah.
Leonidas and Gorgon and Lucoa, etc., etc. I mean, you can't really compare to that. So it's like, if you're not going to be, like, have a personality, then they should just do like what they did in Princess Connect and make him like Yuki and be like, food, good, thumbs up.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And now that I think about it, I wish they would have done that in FGO, the anime, and just been like, Uchi, fight, thumbs up,
I mean, you could definitely make memes out of that if you wanted to.
Yeah. Ishtar Gems, good, thumbs up.
Exactly. What about you? Who's yours? Because you asked me who my Princess Connect was. What about you?
Oh, God. Let me preface this by saying I appreciate what they're doing in terms of taking the tropes and just sticking with them, like sticking to them. So, like you said, Pecorina is a ditz, but it's like she's practical because she knows how to cook, she knows carpentry, she knows how to clean, she knows how to fight.
Yeah.
She knows customer service.
Yeah, she can do a little bit of everything.
And so like, I'm on a journey to train, and it's like, okay. So I like that. I like that she's like this all-in-one character, like the well-rounded. The glutton thing, like you said, that one kind of makes me face palm, but I mean, that's fine. I can overlook it. It's fine. Kokoro is, it's all like, normally I wouldn't even really look at a character like Kokoro, but for some reason, I think it's that dorky expression she makes.
You mean where she's got an X for her mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just like, oh God, all right. I appreciate you. And it's not like she has any annoying or obnoxious traits or anything. She's loyal. She's loyal as all hell. So it's not even anything bad or annoying or obnoxious about her. It's just, for me, it's just kind of boring. It's just kind of like, I'll just follow everything you say. But for some reason, it's not affecting me with Kokoro.
Right.
Like, I still actually like Kokoro. I don't know. Maybe it's her design. Maybe it's the color scheme and the flower in the hair. Maybe that's why I'm just kind of like, she's still adorable.
Oh,
I can forgive it.
Also,
just follow orders. Yeah.
I did find out that Ito Miku does Kokoro.
Oh, for reals?
And she also plays Kokoro in Bang Dream.
Jeez. Starting to see a trend here.
Yeah. But yeah, I get that. Like, she's pretty much loyal to a fault almost, but you still like her.
Right.
Especially after episode 5, where she's like building up that like fire to try to pray to some god to make sure Yuki is okay.
Right.
Like in the middle of the hallway.
When Carol was all like, "Don't try your country bumpkin medicine."
Yeah.
Like, geez. Which is funny too, because I never figured her for a country girl too, but that's another like little interesting quirk about her. It's kind of like if her joke or her gag is that she does all these country routines or country home remedies. Like, okay, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
She didn't give off that vibe. She gave off kind of a royal type of vibe, at least to me. And now she's like, she could be a country bumpkin.
Yeah. I felt kind of like priestess vibe almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can kind of see the country thing. She seems to not know a whole lot about the cities or anything like that. Like the way they do things.
Yeah. So it turns out she was raised in the countryside.
Right. I've liked some of the side characters they've had as well. Like the female and the male ones. They've been pretty funny so far. Like,
oh yeah.
Like Charlie. Charlie and his friend.
Isn't that the one you said was voiced by Kazuma from?
I think it's voiced by Kazuma. I think I heard it was voiced by Kazuma.
Yeah, I can totally see it.
Because he did the whole the Kazuma Desk thing in episode 2. So.
Jeez. Yeah, I think Eriko, the yandere, I was really digging her.
Oh, the Destroyer from episode 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. the kufu.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I was like, it's so hard because these damn gacha games, because it's like you can't just pick one. You
Right.
can't. It's impossible.
Right.
So I'm like, oh man. So the default cast is pretty good, but then the Eriko is also like, oh man. What's the other one too? The one that runs the orphanage, the one that used to be a knight's captain. She was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna, as soon as I saw it, I was gonna make the running joke and be like, the alpaca, she's the best.
Oh yeah. What was her name? I know they just showed her in this episode.
Was it Emina or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if she was an alpaca or a llama, but like,
I thought it was alpaca because she spit.
Don't llamas spit too, though?
I believe so, yeah.
That's why it's kind of confusing for me, because I mean they do kind of the same things. They look almost similar.
Right.
I mean, it could be an alpaca. I think they use alpaca more than they do llamas anyway.
Yeah, it's weird, and I never understood why either, because like you said, they're practically the same damn thing. But yeah, I was gonna screenshot that and then be all like, "Well, I wasn't a furry before,
but now I am."
Now I am. Alpacas are the best. She can spit on me any day. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's
Jeez.
a funny. That was a funny quirk that she has. Like she gets excited and she just spits. You could also just have her drink that milk all the time, where she turns into a human.
Yeah, right. And that's why I was just kind of like, oh my god, can't believe they did that. But okay, I'm not surprised. It's a gacha game, so there's it's one of the quirks that she has. So it's all like, yeah, normally I'm a furry. Oh, by the way, I'm also a cute, adorable anime girl.
Yeah. Oh god, I can see that being like if she was an FGO, that would be her final ascension.
Correct. And that's what I was thinking of too. I was like, when you first obtain her first form is the alpaca, then you ascend her, and then she becomes the alpaca in armor, then her final form is her human form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see we're on the same page for that.
Yeah. You might have played FGO when. Even gacha games that came out before FGO, you still relate to them in terms of FGO.
Right? Yeah, that.
But and the same thing too. I'm looking at all these characters and I'm trying to put their rarities. Like, oh, she's a 3-star. Oh, she's definitely a 5. She's a 5, absolutely. So she might be a 4-star. I don't know.
Yeah. I haven't gotten that far into it yet, but I'm sure it'll happen someday. Where I'm watching a show like this and I'm like, yeah, that's an SR. That's an SSR. That's a common character right there.
Yeah. And the same thing too, it's like, so we're not surprised because it was like you had the ditzy high energy character with Pecorine. You had the loyal, humble, quiet, nice, gullible type with Kokoro. And then you had the traditional hardcore tsundere with Carol.
Yeah.
Like they literally just ripped off Tosaka and just slapped her in a gacha game, and there you go. It was or Asuka from Evangelion.
Right.
It's like it's textbook. It's so formulaic. I was like, okay, but it works. It just absolutely works because it's like nowadays, we always have to have our tsunderes be nuanced or have all these super levels of depth. Like she became a tsundere because she had trust issues when she was 5 years old. And it's like, no, she's just tsundere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's okay, that works. Once in a while, simple works. You don't need to make it too complicated. It's just, she tsundere because,
I also kind of like how she was calling herself out for that in like the first few episodes. Like when she was like having trouble talking to them, she's like, "Why am I like this? Why don't I just tell them?"
Hella soon. Oh goodness, so soon.
God. So yeah, I've been really enjoying it. It's surprised me this season. Like I know you voted for it,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, I don't know what to expect. It looks funny, but we'll see. And it's surprised me this season. It's been one of my favorites so far.
Yeah, I don't know if what's the combat engine, like what's the actual gameplay. I don't know if it has a storyline, because I don't even know if Grand Blue Fantasy has a storyline. It's because it's like, to my knowledge, the only gacha or mobile game that has a grand branching expanded story is FGO.
Right.
So from what I gathered for like Grand Blue Fantasy, and I have a guy that plays GBF actively, I could even talk to him about it. It's like you roll a character, and then that character basically has what FGO does with interludes.
Okay.
You get that. It's basically that character's story. And then you just kind of do that character's story. Otherwise, everything is like events.
Okay.
So it's like, there's a summertime event, or there's a event where we explore the one thing, but it's not an overarching story or an interconnected story. It's just a standalone event.
Okay, and they might not even push the story, so it might just be like FGO then, as far as the events go.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I guess that if it was something that came out after FGO, which I know it didn't, that would just be like a simplified version of FGO.
Right. I mean, FGO, that was its history, it was visual novels, so it makes sense that its storytelling would remain being visual novel. And, the storytelling was always an important aspect of the Fate franchise. So, of the Nasuverse franchise, because even, that's why people keep yelling about Tsukihime and Melty Blood and Kado no Kyokai, because they really like the storytelling. So the storytelling was always going to be front and center, and then kind of like everything else, gameplay, character design, music, etc., etc. It worked out very well in Type Moon and Delightworks' favor, but Cygames is no slouch either.
Right.
Cygames is worth millions and millions, and they've contracted. I mean, look at Grand Blue Fantasy. They contracted with Platinum Games for the PS4 RPG that we're all waiting on.
Yeah.
And then they contracted with Arc System Works to make the fighting game, and people are still playing the fighting game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be on the EVO main stage now. It's going to be on the EVO streamed tournament. So, but it's still on the main stage. It's a big game. It's a main game. So, Cygames, they know how to make mobile games. They don't know how to make waifus.
Right.
I don't know how many of the character designs you've seen from Grand Blue Fantasy, but man,
I've seen a few. Yeah. But it's usually like the same characters I see. Like I see like a handful of the same character.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes. The popular ones, but it's also like Grand Blue Fantasy is not so. Princess Connect is only waifus, but Grand Blue Fantasy is husbandos and waifus.
So it's a mix.
Yeah, it's a mix.
Okay.
So they want to hit as much of the audience as possible.
And this one, they know exactly who they're going for.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And so it's funny, too, because I'm watching Princess Connect, and all I'm doing is looking for all the types.
Yeah.
Like, she's the tsundere, she's the loli, she's the yandere. The doctor was pretty funny, too. I like the doctor.
Oh, the mad scientist? That's what I call
it. Yes. That was pretty good.
I want to know what they did to Carol, where she's afraid of steam buns.
Oh, jeez.
She didn't even remember that she made it to the house. She was like, how'd I get here?
I'm just going to go to sleep now.
I'm going to bed.
man. Yeah, it's good. It's shockingly good. I had a good feeling when I saw Soberoni from G&A Reviews. He does like FGO videos and whatnot.
Yeah.
He also is doing reactions and anime reactions.
Mm-hmm.
And on a live stream, they asked him like, "Who's your Princess Connect?" And he actually said Kokoro.
Oh, he said Kokoro?
He said Kokoro.
Okay.
And that seems like his type. He, you know, like a lot of the people we know, they like the sweet and gentle and doting waifu types.
Yeah.
So, and you know, for me, I'm like, I guess I've grown out of that a bit. Maybe as I've gone older and I'm more chill. I prefer someone who's more lively and active. I think that's why it's kind of like that doesn't do anything for me. Even though the lively and active one would probably be the one that would least help me out. Like, be like, hey, can you do me a favor? Be like, I'm cooking, I'm partying, Versus that would be a time when you would wish you would have had a Kokoro, you know?
Yeah. Definitely.
For some of our homies, though, they haven't grown out of it. That's why they prefer Ereshkigal over Ishtar.
Right. I mean, Ishtar is definitely the better one, but, you know.
Right. But they don't see that. They don't see it like that. They rather have the, you know, the, oh, help me, I need help, please. I can't tie my own shoes, please help me.
Yeah. Don't need somebody to tie your shoes when you don't wear any.
It's true. It's a good point. You know, it's all like, I know I just like destroyed the half of the house, but here, have these cookies I baked for you. Like, what? No! No! That's not how any of this works. What's wrong with you?
But Ereshkigal fans are like, oh, don't worry about that half of the house.
Yeah, don't worry. Your shoes will cover it. Thanks for the cookies. No! No! Oh my god. Ereshkigal fans. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh man. Oh, I can't wait until we find out who's the ooh wah 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 bumbling type in Princess Connect.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I don't know if we'll meet him in this village that they just got to. But
right.
It might be a couple episodes, because I think this one's gonna go into next episode as well.
Yeah. You're gonna have to like have a checklist of all the types and tropes and just do it like or do like waifu trope bingo.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make a template and I'll make Princess Connect waifu tropes and just randomize them, and then you and I can play waifu bingo.
Oh, definitely. We could use it for multiple shows, because you know there's going to be multiple shows that we could use that for.
Yes, this is very true. So, would loli be considered a type? Because, like, loli just refers to the physical body type. That's not necessarily a trope or a personality, you know?
Right.
So would that be its own category, or what do you think?
I feel like it would, because some people, I don't know, they seem to just like the lowly characters. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of type they are, it's just like they're lowly, so they like them.
Yeah, because, I mean, looking at FGO, for instance, like, John Jobster Lily, that's like, she's tsundere, right? But, Jack would be yandere.
Yeah.
But their body types would be lowly.
Yes.
So it's kind of like, would lowly, regardless of what their personality type is, be considered its own type? Or would they be two separate things? Like, you know, it's like, you prefer like MILF, athletic, or lowly. That's the body type, the physical aspect. Or does it matter if it's their personality is yandere, tsundere, dere?
I feel like if you were just talking to somebody, it would count as just, you know, the type. But if we're going to do like a bingo kind of thing, I think it'd be too broad, because there's like all different types of lollies.
Right.
So I think for like a bingo kind of thing, you'd have to put that as just like a body type instead of a character, like a personality type.
So it would just get its own square, like lowly.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. See, This is what we do on this podcast. We ask the hard-hitting questions. We go in depth.
Yes. That's what we do.
Oh, man.
I think, would Kokoro fall under that? She's got the body type.
That's rough. I wouldn't, personally, I wouldn't, because she's not tiny. She's not small. You know? She's Patanko, she's flat chest, but I wouldn't say Loli.
Okay.
I wouldn't say Loli. We have seen Lolis, like when Pecorine was in the restaurant and the sisters came by. They were sisters, right?
Yeah.
Or they were just friends.
I think they were. I think they were friends because they were going to start a guild when they get older.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah, when they get older. Yeah. So like those three, those are Lolis. Those are Lolis.
Okay.
But because Kokoro is, at least seems like she's 16-ish, I wouldn't classify her as Loli. I would just classify her as flat chest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah. So dissecting these waifus, man. I need a lab coat and a clipboard so that I can consider myself an authority figure.
Doctor in anime waifus.
I am Dr. Wee, middle initial A, last name Boo, B-U.
Dr. Wee A. Boo.
Yes. So, is what's his name? Last name is Boo, first name is Wee, middle name Andrew.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I swear too that a guy on my Facebook actually does play Princess Connect, because I think he's mentioned it before, or he tried to respond, and I'm like, hey man, this is your thing, power to you. I like I said, I think side games, they're branching out and they're starting to kind of discover the power of console gaming.
Yeah.
So I would love it. I would love it if they brought more of their gacha games to console. You know, like if they made a Princess Connect game for the Switch, I think that would be fantastic. You know.
Yeah.
Likewise, I think that if they did an FGO RPG for console like PS5 or Switch, where it was literally the storytelling in a like Tales of Destiny, Tales of Vesperia style, I think that would be great. You know, and then it would be more along the lines of Kingdom Hearts, though, where your party would switch depending on what singularity you're in.
Yeah.
So if you're in Orleans, obviously your party would be based off the characters available there, and they'd have their own move sets and abilities, etc., magic spells, etc. So yeah, I would love to see that. And well, Type Moon has their own video game studio in-house,
right?
So it's possible. But yeah, I would love to see like a Princess Connect game that's like JRPG style.
That would be interesting. Be funny too.
Yeah, no need to gotcha.
Right.
And I think really that's what I'm trying to get at is if we remove the gotcha element out of all these games, imagine how much good they'd be.
Right. Just like unlockable characters.
Yeah. The only thing you should pay for would be costumes.
Right. You want John Alter's Shinjuku outfit? You got to pay $9.99.
Still cheaper than what she costs in game.
I know, right?
Oh lordy. But yeah, you're actually not too far off the mark. $9.99 is usually like a character pack. For
yeah.
Like the Street Fighter, yeah.
It could work.
Yeah.
But knowing them, they'd still have the gacha system.
Yeah.
It'd be like Overwatch with the packs.
Oh, jeez, the loot boxes.
Yeah, the loot boxes.
I wonder what's the drop rate for Princess Connect.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't even know it was a mobile game till I started watching this. And I think they started adding little elements of that too, with like the in-between cuts where they're like doing loading and they show the characters like in their fighting stance.
Yeah, the loading screen.
Yeah, the loading screen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't notice that in the first couple episodes, but now I've really noticed it.
It's kind of like what Mommy Online was doing when they would always do the 8-bit intermission screams.
Right. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Actually, yeah. Before we move on to Tower of God, I should have said this during the intro. Unless you have any closing thoughts for Princess Connect.
If you're on the fence about it, go ahead and check it out anyway, because it surprised me, and I think it might surprise you.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to talk about this again, because we're going to have to review our waifu reviews as more characters get introduced.
Exactly, because they are. We've already got absolutely. a napping waifu from this one, who floats in the sky.
Yes, I want more Eriko. If I was to play this game, I would start on Eriko's rate up. That's when I would start playing.
But yeah, that's my final thoughts on that.
All right. So I just wanted to mention two things real quick, and then we can dive into Tower of God.
Right.
First off, a belated Happy Mother's Day, because today is the Monday after Mother's Day.
Right.
So I hope you gave all of your MILFs a very fond Happy Mother's Day. I particularly love it because on Pixiv, all anime's moms all get fan art out of nowhere, and it's just all of them. There was one that actually shared all of the waifus, so it had the mom from Crown Shin-chan, it had Chi-Chi. It had the mom from Full Metal Alchemist, Ash Ketchum's mom. It was all the moms, basically, of anime history all got represented.
Nice.
So it's always interesting on Pixiv when Mother's Day rolls around and they bust out all their Mother's Day fan art. So, yeah.
I mean, it's something to look forward to, right?
Yeah. So hopefully everyone had a good Mother's Day, and they appreciated their favorite anime mothers and MILFs as well.
Yes.
All the FGO memes with Lancelot, hey, how's your mom? Happy Mother's Day. Etc. etc.
Yeah.
But and aside from that, it was also your birthday last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, on Saturday.
There you go. So everyone, be sure to wish Roman a happy birthday.
Thank you in advance.
Yeah, I'm thinking of something they can troll you with in the comments.
I don't know. I know it was a busy weekend for me. I didn't get to record this whole weekend because Friday was my grandmother's birthday.
Oh, jeez.
And then my birthday was Saturday and Mother's Day was Sunday. So it was it was busy.
Does it always work out where Mother's Day is right before your birthday?
No, sometimes Mother's Day is on my birthday.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So it's mine gets overshadowed by Mother's Day on that year.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Not that it really matters anyway. I mean, I don't really do anything on my birthday, and it's usually just my grandmother and really close family that really get together and celebrate anyway. So it's not like it's not like I'm missing out on much.
Well, happy birthday, regardless. I hope it was a good one. Yeah, I hope all your waifus and gacha rolls are good.
Yeah, I hope
the
so.
Best of luck. Especially since we're going to be talking about Bang Dream, so I have a feeling that you're still playing Bang Dream too actively, right?
Not as active as I used to because you got me into Fate, so I've switched over to Fate mostly. But I do get on there every once in a while and play and get the new songs that are released and play them, to see how they are. And my hands are not as quick as they used to be, but I do my best.
FGO slowed you down.
FGO slowed me down. I mean, there's so many more waifus in FGO. Bang Dream, they have a lot of waifus because to me they're all really good. But it's all the cards you get are the same characters, just in different outfits.
Gotcha.
So it's I can have 10 different mochas, but for different categories for the game, like power or something like that, and she'll just be in a different outfit. So, yeah.
I feel you.
Which I guess could be the same for FGO if you think of Arturia and Nero and like all those characters who have like 4 or 5 different versions of themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're on it. You're basically on it. Because the gameplay styles are different because it's like Bang Dream is like a rhythm game,
right?
And FGO is again like turn-based Pokemon style RPG,
right?
So the different forms do affect gameplay because you wouldn't want to bring certain characters into certain fights or certain boss battles, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see because Senran Kagura's mobile game is also like that, where it's like character cards and it's like really really pretty artwork, but it doesn't really affect the gameplay.
Right. I mean, in a way, the Bang Dream cards do because like every event, they're like, oh, you need like happy characters this time, and it'll boost the score. But that's about all it does.
Yeah, this is gonna be like a very long, in-depth Bang Dream conversation. Because I'm like all happy characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, I get you. Okay, all right.
Yeah. We'll get into that when we talk about Garupa Pico and stuff.
We're gonna get into Bang Dream, and you're gonna go on a tangent. I'm ready for it.
All right.
Well, yes. So happy birthday, Roman.
Thank you.
That hears this, be sure to comment in the comments. Troll Roman as best you can. Yeah. All right. Tower of God.
Tower of
Korean,
God.
right?
Yeah. I know a lot of people keep saying manhwa, but I'm pretty sure it's from webtoons, which I think is just an animated comic.
Right.
Because there was one I was kind of reading off of there called Room of Swords, I think is what it was called, which less anime-like and more video game-like in my opinion. But yeah, I did read something from webtoons. I'd never read this one. So this is like all new to me for Tower of God. I have heard of it though, so I knew it was like on a lot of people's list of most anticipated show for the season. But yeah, it's all new to me, and so far, I mean, I like it. I really like the opening, theme. I really like the opening theme. As far as the show, I said it I think in the first episode that the main character definitely has like that plot armor going.
Right. I can feel that. I can see that.
But I don't know how it's going to work for him later on, like the plot armor. We'll have to see.
So I want to start real quick back on the platform for webtoons, right?
Right.
Isn't that where like independent creators can go and like host their stuff?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because yeah, I remember that there was one that it wasn't just, or was it? So one of them was getting into hot water because it was like they were actually selling people's comics or charging like Crunchyroll like fees for, but they weren't paying any of the creators, or they were paying the creators like $100 and they were making thousands or something like that. Was it Webtoons that was doing that?
I don't think so. I
Okay.
haven't heard about this.
Okay. Yeah, this was like around November or December. I think I was reading it I think on Clownfish on their channel.
Right.
And they were talking about one of these like hosting services where like indie creators can go and make their stuff and then they're going to host it. But then they were coming behind them or underneath them and selling memberships and then not giving the creators anything.
Right.
And their excuse was, well, we're giving the creators a platform to just host their stuff and they could get exposed. But, you know, they never were entitled to make any money off of it. We gotta, you know, we're paying for the server, you know? And it's like, that's not that much of an excuse.
No, that's like somebody asking for a free commission. I'm giving you exposure because you're giving me your art, and I'm going to have it out there so people know who you are. Like, no, pay me. I'm doing this work. Yeah. I'm using my resources to get like supplies and everything. I need money.
Right.
So yeah, that's not cool. That's just like taking advantage of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out, and I'll give you an update later on, because it's like the show is engaging.
Yeah.
And if they were being, and not just even them, if anybody was on the platform and being extorted, that's not right.
Right.
They should be compensated. And from a business standpoint, if this series was anticipated and it's doing pretty good, because I think it was on the ranking charts as well for like the weekly anime, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's actually number 1 this week.
So there you go. So people were looking forward to it. People were reading the manhwa on webtoons. So there's money to be made. So just give the creators a cut, man.
Exactly.
It's better to pay them and shut them up than to like try to extort them and make it the long way.
Yeah.
Just give them their cut and they'll go away. And it'll be like the original voice actor from Grand Theft Auto 4. He made a deal to do the character for like $100,000, like flat $100,000.
Yeah.
He recorded the character, he signed the contract, did everything, and then Grand Theft Auto 4, sold millions and millions, and he saw that and he's just like, yo, what the hell? Where's my money? And they're like, well, you signed the contract.
Yeah, you only wanted $100,000. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We paid you. We signed the contract. We paid you for your role. That's it. You never signed anything about royalty or any extra fees. So like, no, you did a job. We paid you. That's it. So that's what I'm saying is the same thing here. And you feel bad for the guy. I do. But at the same time, I mean, you didn't know what Grand Theft Auto, the video game franchise, is? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the biggest franchises, or at least was.
You should have asked for more money, or you should have consulted somebody, an agent or something, to get you paid more. But whatever. I don't know what the end verdict of it was. I didn't hear anything beyond that, so I'm gonna assume they probably gave him a little bit more and then shut him up, because obviously Rockstar never went to court or anything, at least for this issue.
Right.
But yeah, that's the thing. Is that what I'm bringing it back to is give the people a cut, pay them off, shut them up, and then reap the rewards. You have a hot franchise and a big title, and it came out of nowhere. It wasn't far from like a big name creator or Shonen Jump or anything, even though it definitely feels Shonen Jump.
Right. It's definitely a Shonen style series.
Yeah, and so yeah, I'm gonna get back to the webtoons issue and see if this was the same guy, and if it's not, find out who the platform was. But yeah, in terms of the series itself, I think that it has a lot of great ideas, and I was mentioning this to Roman offline, but it's kind of like, how's it all coming together? Because it's like they have a bunch of like loose ends of like ideas and storylines, and then they're all just kind of flapping in the wind. Like they have the princesses, right?
Right.
And it's like, well, is every chick in this show a princess? But then they make it seem like it's really unique and special to be a princess. But yeah, we've already run into like 3 or 4 of them.
Right. Which, actually, the first time we ran into one, I was like, where did you come from? With like the first episode, like the guy's like, oh, you want to go into the tower? And then all of a sudden she just runs up like, oh, you can't let him into the tower? It's like, what? Who are you?
Right, yeah. Yeah, and then in the most recent episode, what's her name? Amarak or Amarak? Arak?
Anak, I think.
Anak?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I like her. I actually do like her. I like her a lot. And it's like, but she's the niece of the other chick, and that chick's older sister. And I'm confused on the timing. Like, how old is this chick? And I'm like, I don't know. And she was really strong, but this other chick is stronger. And I'm like, I'm okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it'll all come together later on when they actually get into the tower. Like right now, they're not even in the tower; they're just training.
Right. Which again gives me very Shonen Jump vibes too, because you saw it with like Naruto, and you saw it with like Boku Hero, where it's like you meet main character meets like 2 or 3 people, and then main character and 2 or 3 of his friends meets the entire cast, and the first thing to do is we just have them all fight each other, because doing it that way allows us to show off everybody's capabilities and explain who they are in a general, all-at-once way. We don't need to dissect them individually until about 87 chapters later on, and then we might give them like a character arc.
Right.
Or a big fight scene, and that'll kind of like, we'll give them a flashback at that point.
Yeah.
You know? So, and again, that's the tried and true formula for Shonen Jump, so...
also with the main character who's somebody special.
Right.
Because as we saw with Bam, apparently he's like pure Shinsu or something. Or can become pure Shinsu.
Right.
It's like, when? Like how? He was just stuck underground a while ago. How is this possible?
Right. And then the sword maiden there, she like doesn't want to talk to the princess, but she wants to talk to him. She doesn't want to talk to anybody else, including, is it Anak?
Yeah. Only handsome men. That's what she said.
Yeah. And the same thing, the martial arts dude in the tracksuit, at first I was all like, okay, is he a bumbling idiot or can he fight? What's up, man? Pick one.
I know, right? But apparently he can fight.
Yeah, apparently he can fight. But it's like, they don't want to let him fight. And it's like, well then, what? This character's useless, so what's the point?
I think he's mainly there for like comic relief or something.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
But then it's like they're in the test area, and he's like fighting off those 2 people, and it's like, oh, okay, you can do something.
Right, but everything up until then, he was just complaining and whining and talking smack,
and being ignored by his 2 partners.
Right.
Because they're like, oh, he's just an idiot.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden during the crown competition, not Giyu over there, all of a sudden is just all like, oh, go ahead and use your death arts. And he's like, use my death arts? Okay, I'm going to use my death arts. And then he starts fighting!
Yeah.
And so, like, up until this point, he's never given up any indication that he can actually fight. He's only complained and bitched about fighting.
Yeah.
So, oh, man. Like I said, it has a lot of great ideas. I just don't know where it's going. That's where I think I'm saying here.
Yeah, I think we're just going to have to wait until they get into the tower and see what happens.
Right. Which is fine. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, because right now, yeah, it's just... They're throwing out a whole bunch of different things for these characters, but they're not really elaborating on any of it.
Right.
But,
yeah. 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 So I guess it's keeping you there. They're throwing out all these ideas and what ifs and powers and abilities and lore, and the idea is, well, you just got to keep watching because you want to know, then you got to keep watching.
Yeah. And I don't.
Okay.
I know in the last couple episodes they show that Rachel, he's already met Rachel, even though she's like telling them, oh, don't say it was me. Don't let him know it was me. Because it's better for the both of us, and I don't understand why. Like, why don't you just form a group and keep an eye on each other? Like, wouldn't that just...
Jack, though,
what?
Again, the Shonen Jump trope, where it's like, I'm watching Tower of God, and I'm seeing Lizard Dude, what's his name?
Rack?
No. Rack?
Yeah, the big guy?
Yeah. Lizard Dude?
Yeah, his name's Rack.
I'm just like, I'm like, it's literally just Inosuke from Demon Slayer in a lizard suit.
Played by All Might.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Apparently, because I remember seeing a meme for this. Rack is All Might, and I think Kun is Bakugo.
That's funny. Oh, that's funny.
I'll have to look at it because I remember sharing it. I'll have to look for it again and make sure that I'm correct on Coon. But I know Rack is All Might for sure.
Oh man.
So we just got Lizard All Might here, and who loves chocolate.
Really loves chocolate. Apparently, chocolate is like the delicacy in this world, in this anime world.
Yeah. I know there was another series that did something like that, where one character was like obsessed with some food or something like that, and they just kept giving it to him or her. I can't remember.
It's Princess Connect, and her name is Pecorine. She's obsessed with rice.
Oh. It'll come to me, but yeah. Pecorine is pretty... Well, she's obsessed with just about any food. She'll eat everything.
Correct.
Bugs, frogs, she don't care. Just cook it up, she'll eat it.
I mean, to be fair, they did the one thing that is acceptable, and that's deep fry anything, and it'll be edible.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. Okay, we're kind of getting off topic here, but I'm not gonna lie. In the first episode, they showed them eating bugs. Whatever bug they were eating that looked like lobster looked pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. It was like if you're trying to make it not look appetizing, you're failing.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Tower of God before we get off track too much.
Yeah. So yeah. No, I'm not. I know that I'm complaining and all that, but I'm not necessarily complaining because I'm still like intrigued. I just want to know where it's all going.
Right.
And it's like one of those things where I think it was kind of like with Madoka, how everything is just kind of like, okay, what's going on? What are you trying to tell me? What's going? And then at the last like 2 episodes, 3 episodes, they just dump everything on you, and then it's like reveal also the entire story, also all of the plot, and I'm like, are you gonna do this to me? You're gonna have all this build up, and then at the very end, the last 2 episodes are all gonna be 25-minute long expositions telling you about, remember that thing I told you back on episode 3? Now this is why, and it's like, oh, wow.
It's like this is too much info.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was like we wanted to be edgy and cool and make a thing to make a thing to make another thing, and yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm coming from.
Right.
It's not that, like I said, I think it's very intriguing. I like the characters. I think they're pretty fun.
Yeah.
But it's also just full of tchotchkes, because it's like his bag is like invincible. Also, it's like Doraemon's 4th universe where he can just make things up.
That's what I said when I was doing my reaction. I was like, he's got a Doraemon bag.
yeah. He just pulls it out. It's just like, what farfanougat do I need today to solve the problem before me? Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
And you said that's the dude that's voiced by Bakugo, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
If I go by the image I saw, yeah, because they were showing who was voicing who, and I'm pretty positive it was Bakugo.
Okay.
Like I said, I have to find it again and make sure, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Well, yeah, like I said, for the most part, all the princess characters are actually really intriguing. They're some of my favorites. So even the first one that gave him was the Black March, the sword.
Yeah, the Black March.
Even she was pretty interesting. I was like, okay, well, she tsundere as hell, but whatever, I can dig it. And then, like I said, Anak, she was great. I don't know, I really liked her. It's all like, don't talk to me, pleb.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. By the way, it's my sword now, bitch.
I'm pretty sure he'll get it back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I also, it's like one of those things too, where she's gonna join up with the group just because she wants friends. But yeah.
I kind of feel like, because if we go by Rachel's little dream, where they show the outlines of everybody around Bam, she's going to be in the group, but I'm pretty sure she's going to be in the group to keep an eye on this other princess that she's fighting.
Right.
Kind of like how Rack is like, I'm just going to stick with you guys so I can get stronger and fight you later.
You may remember me from such roles as Inosuke and Demon Slayer.
Yeah, exactly.
Did I ever tell you too that Inosuke in Demon Slayer is voiced by Kirito from Sword Art?
You did, yes.
Yeah.
One of his better roles,
But
I would say.
Anyway, yeah, it's that whole thing. It's all like, I'm a moron, but I love fighting, so smash. Oh my god, we just had this character. Guys. Oh goodness. Oh well. If it worked for this one, it'll work again.
Yeah.
And this time, it's All Might.
Yeah, it's All Might this time.
Oh man. Okay.
I do like how he calls them turtles.
Yeah. Black turtle.
Blue turtle.
Oh man, but hey, he destroyed the target. He passed the class, so he's not all like being an idiot. So he actually has skill.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, same thing with the tracksuit martial arts guy. He knows how to fight too. So this whole world is just filled with morons who talk smack, and I guess they have skills to back it up.
Yeah, I think from now on I'm just gonna have to assume that everybody is capable, because I mean they were having the princess was trying to argue to keep Bam from getting in there because he would just die right away. So I'm going to assume that anybody who's in here knows what they're doing. It's just that their quirks are making me think otherwise.
Right.
Like with that guy, it's like, are you able to do anything? You just complain, you talk a lot. Everybody seems to think you're an idiot. Oh, but you can fight. Okay.
And it turns out that Ban is like the best magic user in the world of all time, the galaxy, blah blah blah.
Right. He's going to be the chosen one.
Yeah. Well, his mana ratings is off the charts. We haven't seen anything in the last 10,000 years.
It's over 9,000.
Oh man, we may have seen an anime or two in our life.
Yeah.
Oh goodness! All right.
But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. But yeah, I don't know about the hype that I get from it, but it's still interesting, and I'm still going to be keeping up with it. So yeah.
Yeah, it could be one of those things where the manga readers know something, where they're like, oh, it's just actually you reminded me of the meme of the slice of life meme. It's all like people that read Slice of Life feel like, nah, dude, trust me, it gets good on chapter 397 with the grocery arc. That's kind of like what it is right now. Trust me, dude, it'll get better on chapter 89 when they actually go and have the fight. It's like, okay, all right.
I'm actually starting to think that they're not even going to get into the tower by the end of this season.
Could be.
Like the whole rest.
How many episodes is it supposed to be?
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think it's 12? Let me take a look at this. Tower of God.
Yeah, this is all like, it's a new studio, it's a new producer, and they're doing it in conjunction with Crunchyroll. So it's kind of like, I have no idea how invested they are all into this.
Yeah, it's 13 episodes.
13 episodes.
13 episodes. So yeah, I could see this not even getting into the tower by the end of this season.
And what's funny too is it's like they and I told this to you offline too about how it felt like some of the animation was choppy or jumpy.
Right.
And it's like, again, it's pretty much like let's call it what it is. It's an indie project. It doesn't have the backing of a major company or a major studio, anything like that. It's backed by Crunchyroll.
Right.
And it looks like it's primarily made with Korean animators, which is not that rare. Because if you see credits, you'll often see a lot of like Korean animator names.
Right.
So it's not that it's that different, but this one seems like it was made exclusively in Korean animation studios. So it definitely looks different.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like you see the vocal cast, and I was hearing people too. I was like, wait, what? So it's like they skimped out on the animation because they wanted to spend the money on voice actors. And that was going to be how they bring people in like me, schmucks like me in. So like, we might have choppy animation, but hey, we got Hayami Saori. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, good. But no, it's like you said too. the lore is interesting enough that it's still like I'm curious. I'm not giving up yet. I still want to know.
Yeah. Also, I just confirmed the Kun is Bakugo. Because since I looked up how many episodes this was, I just went to my anime list really quick, and yeah, I looked him up. He's Bakugo.
Well, ever since I discovered that Bakugo is Assassin of Shinjuku from FGO, it's just kind of like, oh boy. I guess he's got some talent range on him.
Yeah, he's also in Blue Exorcist. He's the main character in Blue Exorcist.
Oh, dude, that show's like over 10 years old.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did do the second season. What was it? More recently, didn't they? Like 2012 or something.
Oh, I never actually watched Blue Exorcist. I just know of its reputation.
Let me see here. Where are you? I think it's this one.
But okay, he's been around for a minute.
Oh, no, the second season came out in 2017.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, this is a movie, is it? Is this a movie? No, this is the episodes. Yeah, 12 episodes. Yeah, 2017. It took them forever to do a second season.
So you're saying that No Game No Life has a chance?
Well, I think all of them have a chance. Not No Game No Life, though. No.
No.
I don't.
Well, you just lost about 300 subscribers.
I know, right? He doesn't think No Game No Life's going to get a second season. They did get a movie, so hey, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. Good times.
Yep.
So, yeah. Again, this is something that we're definitely going to have to come back and talk some more about because it has a bunch of good ideas, interesting ideas. I just don't know where it's going. I don't know where are you taking me.
Right. What journey are we going on?
Yeah, it's like, and they said too. They were like the princesses aren't necessarily related by blood, but it's more so of a title. And it's like, all right, fair.
Yeah.
So what's the qualifications to earn the title?
I thought it was funny how God, what is her name? Erisi? Is that her name? The one that's fighting Anak right now?
Okay.
I liked how she kind of compared them to brand name shoes.
Yeah, and displaying it in a boutique.
Yeah, that's what we are. Okay.
All right.
If you say so.
It's interesting to see like what they have in this fantasy world compared to what we have in our real world.
Right.
It's like, you know, we have sniper rifles and TVs and fashion stores, but we also don't really have sophisticated buildings and wide open fields.
So it's like Naruto.
Right.
Okay. Already seeing a combination of multiple shows in this then, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. But yeah, no, yeah. We're gonna have to come back. Like I said, there's characters in there that I'm liking, so I hope that they're fun.
Yeah. Definitely. Just we'll just have to see where it goes from here, because again, I'm not sure if they'll get to the tower, but if they do, then maybe we'll get some more answers in there.
Oh man, yeah, well, yeah. Does it say what chapter of the manhwa they're on?
Oof, God, no, I don't know. I think that I don't know how many chapters there are. Let me see this. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Let's go back. Chapter. Let's see this. I'll just click on the webtoon thing and it'll tell me here. Okay, well it doesn't give me... Oh, here we go. The last one that was released was yesterday, and that's number 478.
Jeez. Alright, yeah, this is getting a season 2.
Yeah. Oh, it's got a 9.8 on here as far as the rating.
Oh, jeez. Out of how many reviews does it say?
Does not. It just says 9.8, but I'm assuming there's a lot of people that read this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, there's a lot of story to go.
Yeah.
Just have to see. I'm pretty positive they'll do a second season, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Right now, I think they're just testing the waters and see how many people are actually going to be interested in this kind of thing.
Yeah, now I'm thinking too, if they do a time skip.
Chances are they would. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a big thing in shonen. So.
Right. All right.
Okay.
Well, closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. I'm enjoying it. I think right now my favorite aspect of it is the opening theme, but
yeah, it's a pretty solid one.
Which actually is done by a K-pop band.
Go figure.
Yeah. I didn't know about that until I looked up the opening on YouTube, because I have a playlist of opening themes that I like, and I was putting that on there. I think they're called Stray Kids.
Stray Kids. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna go check that out too, because like you said, the opening theme was pretty catchy, so I respect it.
Yeah, I know they have a Korean and a Japanese version, so I haven't listened to the Korean one. The one they play is obviously the Japanese one, but I heard people said that they like the Japanese one more than the Korean, so I don't know.
What's the one that they use on the anime, the Japanese version?
I think the Japanese one, because it even says on the credits that it's the Japanese version.
So the same K-pop band does the Korean and the Japanese version?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Impressive.
Yeah. But yeah, the series I'm liking it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens when they get into the tower, because I hear it gets really in depth as far as the world and stuff like that.
All right. All right. I'm jotting down some notes real quick.
Roger.
Okay. It's the moment you've been waiting for. Finally, you suckered me into watching a Bang Dream, at least a Bang Dream spinoff.
Yes.
So
this is something you would never see stuff like this in the actual series.
That's good, because I'm coming at you right now with the hard-hitting question. So there's, at least on the playlist on YouTube, there was 26 episodes. I stopped on, I believe, episode 12.
Right.
So I'm gonna come out straight out and ask you: did they straight up murder Michelle? Because when they were skydiving, her parachute didn't work.
Right. That is a running joke among the fandom, that the Garupa Pico is just used to kill off some of the characters because they can't do it in the actual show.
Oh my god. That's horrible.
There is another Hello Happy World episode that'll be kind of similar, but it's not just Michelle. You'll see when you get to it. It should be coming up soon.
Oh my god! What? I thought this was supposed to be the happy moe-go-lucky girls singing and doing songs and eating ramen and what's it, the coronet, the chocolate coronets.
Oh god. Oh, did you get to that? Was that episode in the 12 episodes?
Yeah.
With Remy and the Cornets?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones, when she has that dream where she becomes a coronet and she tells everybody, when I turn into one, just eat me. And her head just slides inside the coronet. Oh yeah, when she's just eating the snail on the ground. Oh my god. Yeah, this is stuff that would not happen in the actual show. That's what I really like about it. Is it's just like random things that they go through that I'm like, wow, what made you want to do this to them?
Oh my goodness.
Like Michelle, like you said, she had her parachute, but it only had like random items in it. She just falls, and they don't show what happens to her.
So, and what's funny is that, funny/dumb, is that when that did happen, when Kokoro was all like, okay, open your backpack, and all the instruments came out, I was like, she doesn't have a parachute, does she? You just killed her. You just straight. She's a splatter on the Earth's surface now. Wow. This just went like 0 to murder like fast.
Yeah, super
like,
quick.
Wow. Wow.
If they wouldn't have woke up Kaoru, she would have died too. Because remember, she was passed out.
She was passed out. She just straight fell asleep. She's all like, "This is too much for me. I'm too traumatized. I'm gonna go to sleep."
Yeah, she doesn't like heights. She's afraid of heights. So, yeah, they actually bring that up in one of the episodes too. Her being afraid of heights.
Oh my goodness.
Because they were trying in one of the actual like season 2 episodes when they actually bring in the other bands. They're like trying to put together this show for Poppin' Party, and one of the things Kasumi wanted was she wanted to fly. So so Kokoro was trying to have a plan where they would fly, and Kaoru's like, "Wait, we're gonna fly?" But Misaki had to remind him she's afraid of heights, and she's like, "She'll be fine."
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
That is one thing that did kind of happen. Michelle did get an Iron Man suit in that episode.
What the hell?
Yeah, kind of. It was basically an Iron Man suit because she had the whole layout on the inside of her mask. She had boosters on the bottom of her feet.
Oh my! Oh my!
So yeah.
So Kokoro's family is the one with all the money, right? She's the rich one.
Yeah, she's the rich one.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like, she doesn't really understand why like you can't just do whatever you want because she's got those black suited people with her who just do whatever they want. Whatever she wants, they do it.
And that's something that happens in the anime as well.
Yeah, it's always happening. Even in the game, like they're constantly like showing up. Whenever she brings up something, they'll pop up and be like, "Oh, we'll take care of it."
Oh.
So yeah, whatever Kokoro wants, she gets. Unless Misaki convinces her otherwise.
You know, I was going to ask that too. So what is Misaki's personality like just normally, outside of being Michelle?
She's pretty laid back and chill. But she's also like kind of going crazy because of the 3 that are kind of just random. Kokoro, Kaoru, and Higumi. She's got to try to keep them in line all the time. So she's always like trying to convince them not to do stupid things.
Okay.
She's basically got Arisa's role from Poppin' Party. Try to keep Otai and Kasumi from doing weird things. So, yeah, but she's got 3 of them instead of the 2.
So she's like Mio and Kaon, the square of the group.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get a better picture of her. And so, how did Michelle come around? Like, what's the deal with Michelle?
Michelle was actually a mascot for the town that they live in.
Okay.
I think she was working at a shop, and Kokoro saw her and said she wanted her in the band. So the black-suited people bought out her contract, and now she's a member of the band.
So why did Misaki come along?
Misaki is basically like her... I guess you could say she acts as Michelle's agent.
Okay.
She shows up... Misaki will show up to all the meetings for the band, like whatever concert they're going to put on, or if they're going to like an old folks home or a kindergarten or something to play a show. She's there and she gets all the information for Michelle and tells her what's going on.
Jeez.
Because, as you saw, they don't believe that she's Michelle. So
it's so funny how complicated this is.
Yeah, she's got a lot on her plate. So she's got to act as Michelle's agent. She's got to keep the other 3 in line. She basically puts together every show that they do. She has to talk to like the venue that they're going to put everything together. She's got to come up with all of the stage like props that they're going to use. So she's like everything that they're not.
Wow.
She's basically the glue that keeps them all together, kinda.
All from inside of a bear suit.
All from inside of a bear suit.
Okay. What's her instrument?
She's the DJ.
Okay.
Yeah, she doesn't. Usually, for like the other bands, they have a keyboardist. Instead of a keyboardist, they have a DJ, and she's the DJ.
So, Afterglow, that's Ron's band, right?
Yes.
They have a keyboardist too?
Yeah, that would be Sugumi.
Okay.
Yeah, the one in episode 2 who decided to try to be super cool, or episode 3 and try to be super cool and dress in like leather.
What was it that she said? Yeah, hey. Or whatever.
Yeah, that one. She's the keyboardist.
She came out just like Kentucky Rider from FGO. I was like...
Oh god, I didn't put that together. But yeah, that makes sense. She did kind of look like Kentucky.
It's like, oh.
Just without the blonde hair.
Right. Oh my goodness.
And expect what happened at the end of that episode to come back later. Because remember, she was like, "What am I going to do?" when she sees a music video for pastel palettes, and she's like, "I know what to do," and they cut off. Expect that to come back later.
Oh boy. Yeah, she got all excited about that. Was like Lolita fashion.
Yeah.
That Lolita baby doll fashion. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, they're all pretty. They've all got their crazy ones. Like in pastel palettes, it's Hina.
Which one was that?
Hina's the green one. The green-haired one.
Okay.
Hina is the genius of the group. She can do pretty much anything if she sees it once. She basically learned guitar in a few days. Then joined pastel palettes. The only thing she's not good with is maps. She doesn't get maps.
Wow.
But she's super hyper, and she loves her sister, so... In fact, her sister is Sayo from Rosalia.
So all of the bands, do they go to the same school?
No, I think there's 2 schools. I think most of pastel palettes go to the other school. Okay. I think it's kind of split.
Okay.
As far as that goes, there's 2 different schools that they go to.
Okay. Yeah, I think even just watching these shorts, I'm impressed that you can keep up with all of it, because it's 20 characters, 4 groups, and 5 characters each.
Let me see. Pop-Up Party, Rosalia, Afterglow, Pastel. 5 groups. Actually, 5. It's 7 now because they added Raz and Morphonica.
Right.
Which are going to be in this season. They've added them to this season.
Oh, jeez.
I don't really know Morphonica that well because they just created them a few months ago, so I don't know too much about them.
Are they in the mobile game yet?
They just added them to the Japanese version, so it's going to be a couple years before the US gets it.
Got it. Oh, so the mobile game follows the FGO style where it's behind, or they're following the same schedule?
Right.
Okay.
Right. I think the only difference between Morphonica and the rest of the bands is they have a violinist instead of I think a bassist or something, or a keyboardist or something. I can't remember what instrument they don't have, but they have a violinist instead.
Got it.
And they go to a different school. They go to a rich school. So there's 3 schools now.
Of course. Do both of the new bands go to the 3rd school? Is that where they're coming from?
Some of them, I think Raz, only a couple of the members they actually show in school. The others aren't really in school. The leader of Raz, Chutu, who's their DJ, definitely doesn't go to school. She's their producer and their DJ. The drummer, I think she goes to school, but I never actually see her actually in school. But she focuses... Oh, she does go to a rich school, actually. They showed her once in school in the third season. They like speak French and everything. So.
Oh boy.
The other one, I think she dropped out of school. She's just playing with different bands when Choo-Choo finds her and has her join Raz. So I don't think she actually goes to school.
Okay. So do these new girls, do they have more money than Kokoro?
Probably not. Kokoro, as far as I know, because this is usually one of the case whenever they have a character like this. I think her family is like one of the richest families in Japan. Like they run a lot of things. Like they have islands and stuff that they own.
That's how they were able to just build Michelle Land in like a day.
Right. Not even sure if Misaki was the one leaving at the end.
Right. I was about to say, they just released a convicted killer out into the population. What the hell?
Right. Also, another example of the black-suited people giving Kokoro whatever she wants, because that was just an idea. Like, she just said, wouldn't it be cool if there was a Michelle Land? And then all of a sudden, they had Michelle Land built.
Absolutely amazing.
Like, they didn't even talk to her about it. They just got on the phone and started making calls, and next thing you know, Michelle Land with, billions of Michelles in the place. Different colors and everything.
Oh, man. What am I watching?
Yeah, I figured this would be a good way to introduce you to it, because it's, so out there.
Right.
And different from what you would get from the actual series.
Yeah, it's got casual, happy murder and releasing convicts and,
Yeah. What did you think of their introductions in episode 1?
So, actually, you brought up a good point. You reminded me. Now I understand where they got that meme about the esports players when they pose for a photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I get it. Now I see where they got that meme from.
That was all episode 1 was introducing them.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So is what they said about Afterglow, is that true? They were childhood friends that stuck together?
Yes. They all got separated. They were all in the same class for, ever. And then, when they got to high school, they were separated. And to stick together and keep hanging out, they decided to form a band.
Nice. That's adorable. Do you know what other voice actors are in there, or are they all first timers besides Sakura Ayane? Is there any other
no, they do have. Let me see this. Afterglow.
I mean,
VAs.
I'm just gonna say the whole series out of all 25 characters.
Oh.
Or.
Okay.
You don't need to go that in depth. I'm sure I can look it up myself. If off the top of your head, you knew anybody. Because I'm still kind of in awe that Ayane Sakura can do all that, do all the things for Bong Dream and the concerts and all that, and she's still out there doing normal voice acting.
Yeah. I know there are a few other characters that have big time voice actors. I know I've brought up Tomoe before. She is voiced by, let me see, there's more characters. Where's Tomoe? They don't even give me her name. What the heck? It's they show Tomoe and then it's blank for the VA. They don't even have a picture.
She wants to keep her name secret.
Okay, I could. But other than her, I think, Itomiku is Kokoro. You know her, right? She's also in quintuplets and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just said, she's in Princess Connect because she plays Kokoro in that.
Kokoro, yep. And Ayane Sakura is Yotsuba. So there you go. You got Miku and Yotsuba.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. There is Uesaka Sumire from Pastel Palettes. She's she was Dekomori in Chunibyo and
Fubuki in Kensai Collection.
Right, and she was also in Carol and Tuesday. She was Angela in that.
What? Yeah. She likes to do a lot of like gravure and photo books and all of that, and they like really putting her out there.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that she sang the ending song to Shimoneta.
Oh, really?
She wasn't actually in the show, but she sang the ending, and I was like, okay, all right.
Oh, here we go. Tomoe's voice actress is Hikasa Yoko.
Oh, wow. That's Pito Hui. And so, actually speaking of, that's Mio from K-On!
Yeah, Mio from K-On! She does Stephanie in No Game No Life. Rias Grimori from High School D&D.
If you
Diana Cavendish from Little Witch Academia.
She was the fairy.
In which one?
In Monster Girl Reviewers.
Oh, she was? Was that Aloe?
The figurine that you got the pre-order bonus of, Aloe?
Yeah, that's her. Oh, she's also Freya in Danmachi.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So yeah, she's I don't know why they didn't have her on my anime list, but there you go. She's a big time one.
Which character in Bong Dream?
She's Tomoe, the drummer for Afterglow.
Why is it when the drummers talk they was like boom 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 tsh, boom 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 tsh. Why did they do that?
That was just for this, but I forget the episode. I know they were all at the family restaurant talking, and I know Akko was doing that.
Yeah, she's like, why do the drummers always do that? And it was the gathering of the drummers.
Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, why am I clicking on the character? I need to click on the names. I'm trying to see who else here is in something big. Well, she's not in anything too big.
So they're all pretty familiar with each other then, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The characters? Okay. Yeah, because I was always wondering, I was all like, I wonder how they interact, like, across the bands and all of that.
Yeah. All of the bands pretty much hang out together. Like, they all, whenever there's a show, usually they contact each other, see if they want to be in it as well, and stuff like that. And you know, they have good relationships with each other. Ran considers herself Yukina's rival. But that's about it as far as like people who don't really get along.
Well, you can't really have characters that don't get along, man. It's like Love Live. They all get along.
They kind of get along, and like I said, it's a rivalry, so...
Yeah.
But they're not like on we're going to hang out kind of terms. They're just trying to be better than the other one.
Well, Ron seems like she doesn't want to hang out with anybody.
Except for her group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Which is fine because that's what makes her so cool.
Yeah, everybody's always saying how cool she is.
Yeah.
Especially Kasumi. Kasumi thinks she's really cool.
You got to respect her, man. It can't be easy to be the lead singer of a very popular band and the mascot for Hentai Haven. You know,
right?
That's got to be very demanding work.
I know, and she's got to convince people she's not the mascot. Yeah, and and Ran isn't even the leader of Afterglow.
So why is she always like the spokesperson? Or at least in the shorts, it always seemed like she was the spokesperson.
I'm not quite sure, but like Himari is the leader of Afterglow. That's the pink-haired one.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the leader, but Ran is like the one that's like the face, I guess, of Afterglow.
So if you still have the listing pulled up, who's the voice actress for Lisa? The one that I was all like, I like her look. I like her design.
Lisa. Oh, I just had her over here.
She's Roselia, right?
Yeah, she's Roselia.
Okay.
Lisa,
yeah.
where are you?
I'm still getting used to all of these. names and these bands and etc.
Ah, here we go. She's pretty new too. It says Nakashima Yuki.
Doesn't ring a bell. Doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, she's pretty new. I know they just changed her voice actress as well. The original left. I forget who was the original for her. Actually, I think Mocha has a famous voice actress. Yeah, it looks like she has.
Mocha's the band leader, right? Of one of them?
No, Mocha is the one that loves bread from Afterglow.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so she's done a few things, but I wouldn't exactly say she's big time.
That was background character?
Misawa Sachika. She's done XL World and I'll Know Zero.
Yeah.
Tokyo ESP, which I actually did see. But yeah, she hasn't done a whole lot, but she's done a few big shows. Like I know XL World is kind of big.
So when they do the live action concerts, does like Pop and Party, do they actually bring out those marching band uniforms?
Oh, that's Hello Happy World. They do the marching band.
Oh yeah, Hello Happy World. Then yeah.
As far as that goes, not all of the members of Hello Happy World go do the shows. It's just Kokoro that does it. So Itomiku goes out in her band outfit and goes on stage and sings and does the show.
Okay.
It's the same with Afterglow and Pastel Palettes. It's just the lead singer that goes out. So Ayane Sakura would go out and do a show for Afterglow, and the lead singer for Pastel Palettes, the one that plays Aya, will go out and do a show. Which actually, apparently she was a member of an idol group before, so she has experience in that. But Pop and Party, Rosalia, Raz, and Morphonica, they all the members play their instruments, so they go out and do concerts.
Nice.
In cosplay, so they're actually dressed as their characters.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's funny is now that I'm thinking about it, Ayane Sakura already has that kind of like bob short hair look that Ron has.
Yeah.
So she doesn't need a wig or anything. She just probably puts a little red piece of hair and then boom, she's ready.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much what she does. She just dyes that little streak and she's good. Yeah. And it's not like she has a difficult outfit.
Right.
In fact, I think most of like Pop and Party are modeled after the voice actresses.
Oh, for reals?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the personalities, like some of the things that they've gone through in like the show, like I know not this show, but like the actual series, actually get put into their story arc as far as the band. So they did a lot to make sure that they actually matched the characters.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they went that in depth with like the others, but they definitely did for Pop and Party.
And who makes the mobile game? Oh, but what you call it? Bushiroad, right?
Yeah, Bushiroad.
Okay.
Yeah, because you remember those Kenny Omega commercials.
Yes, from when we were at Cow Palace.
Yeah.
They did it right there on the big screen.
What was it? I keep getting those commercials.
Oh, well, I wonder what you're watching on YouTube then.
Like, it won't even be, like, anything anime related. Like, I'll be watching, like, a D&D video.
Yeah.
And then I'll get Bang Dream.
Yeah.
And
that's fair.
And I'm still yelling at my phone, like, I play the game. You don't need to sell me on it. Stop showing me the commercials.
That's understandable. I'm over here watching all of my political commentary videos, and then I get a commercial for Seven Deadly Sins, the mobile game.
Yeah, I get that too.
And Bleach, the mobile game.
I get that every once in a while.
Yeah. I wish I got the Kenny Omega commercial. That's actually a funny commercial.
Man.
Well, Kenny is actually fluent in Japanese, so that's why it's perfect for him. And he's a giant weeb on top of that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it past him that he unironically plays Bang Dream.
I wouldn't either, but I mean, I don't know how big of a weeb he is. Like, what does he in? Like, do you know what he watches? Does as far as that goes?
He made a video a couple of years ago where he showed off his like Hajime no Ippo collection.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then he also he was showing off, like, this was about when amiibos were coming out. So right in the middle of all of them, he showed off his amiibo collection.
Oh, so, right.
Yeah.
Nice.
What else? Obviously, Final Fantasy VII, because he incorporated Sephiroth into his shtick.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He actually dyed his hair silver and started coming out with a giant trench coat, like a leather trench coat.
Yeah.
And then he actually made a watered-down knockoff version of One Winged Angel as his entrance music.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's in.
Actually, his finisher was called One Winged Angel.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, he really worked it out. Yeah, he was doing all of this right after he signed up with New Japan. So when he officially left DDT and joined with New Japan, and then he came in and then he did his thing, and then afterwards he joined Bullet Club, and then after Bullet Club, he joined officially Bullet Club, then he switched over to Sephiroth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but anyways, I wouldn't put it past him that he unironically plays Bang Dream.
Right.
I can't say for sure that he does, but he looked way too happy in that commercial. That's all I'm gonna say.
Maybe he's just a good actor.
Oh, he's an amazing actor. He's a fantastic. He is one of the best kayfabe wrestlers that could just do it with a straight face. That in modern wrestling.
Nice. Isn't he in that other? Didn't he just join that other one here in the U.S.?
Yeah, AEW.
Yeah.
All Elite. Yeah.
Do they even use him that much? I never see him in any of the commercials.
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't. And usually I still get updates. Like, I still have people that actively watch AEW, and yeah, it's almost like he's like an Andre the Giant kind of thing, where he just comes out for pay-per-views.
Really?
Yeah, it's like he doesn't do any of the normal week-to-week shows. They just save him for pay-per-views. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what his current storyline is. You also bring up an interesting point that New Japan is still using his commercial.
Yeah. Because
it's like he doesn't even wrestle for New Japan, but they're still using that commercial.
Yeah.
With him acting like he's in New Japan. I don't know what's the deal. Bushiroad did do a New Japan mobile game.
Oh, did they?
So I get that they have a business relationship.
Okay. Is it like a straight up wrestling game?
Probably, yeah. It's probably like some sort of a gotcha game.
Ah, I gotcha.
It doesn't have waifus, singing waifus, so
Yeah. So, since you've been watching this, is Ran still your favorite, or is there like any others that are kind of like coming up that you're like, oh, I should have paid more attention to this one too, or?
Ran. I knew about Ran because of Ayane Sakura. Because of Ayane, that's how I knew about it.
Right.
But given off personality and design, like I told you offline, Lisa was really interesting to me. I liked Lisa's design, Lisa's personality.
Yeah.
She was really coming up to me.
Okay. Just Lisa? Like none from any of the other bands, or?
I don't know enough about the other ones. I don't know their name or their personalities that much. Because, they're 3-minute episodes, so you can't really gather too much.
Right.
Kokono, I think, is funny because she reminds me of Mari from Love Live.
Oh, right.
So I think that's funny, but she's like an accomplice to murder. So that's kind of a turnoff.
Oh God. Let me see this. What episode?
I think he just kills Michelle.
Yeah, I mean, when that episode aired, everybody was like, "Did Michelle just die, or, or is she like, are they going to catch her sometime down the fall?" Or
I hope that suit is insulated, man.
I mean, you'd think it would be. Let me see, which one am I thinking of here? So that was episode 11 when they did the free fall.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the episode right after that was Bobongo-sama.
Okay, 14 is the episode I'm talking about. That's going to be kind of similar to that.
Okay.
So you got 2 episodes.
They didn't even wait that long to kill her off again. Gee.
Well, yeah. Now everybody's like, who's going to die in the second season? Like, are they just going to start killing off characters left and right, or...
Oh my God.
or what? Like, I don't think they've shown her too much so far in the first 12 episodes. But Marina, the one that runs Circle, the live house they go to, she takes a lot of damage.
Oh, so is she like the club advisor or something? Is that like she's the adult in the room? Is that what her purpose is?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
I know in the game they said she did belong to a girls' band, and they were trying to become, famous, but they never actually made it, and they just kind of dissolved after a while. And now she started Circle so that she can give other bands a chance to get their name out there and become famous and do stuff that she was never able to do when she was in a band.
Okay, that's admirable. I can respect that.
In the show, though, she's just kind of clumsy and and takes a lot of damage.
Jeez.
At least in Garupa Pico.
But when they had the band meeting, the all bands meeting to discuss the concert they want to do.
Yeah.
And then she's just there like, that was very uninformative. We accomplished absolutely nothing.
Well, they just kind of started talking about, let's do this, and no, let's do this, and then they just started talking about whatever, and like, what do we? Let's go to a restaurant. And it's like, well, what do we? Why did we have this meeting?
Yeah, she's just all like, I want to go last. No, I want to go last. I want to go last.
Yeah, the order of the bands that are going to play. It's like, yeah, that's basically how they are.
Yeah, and that's why I was asking you. I was like, they're very familiar with each other. Are they in the same school, or?
A lot of them are. A lot of them are. Like I said, there's 2 different schools, but a lot of them share the same schools, so they know each other. But they're in like different classes. I think I'm pretty positive all of Afterglow are in the same school, but different classes. Like I said, because they want it to be. They formed the band so they can still hang out and be together.
Got it. Okay. It's starting to come together. I think at some point I'm gonna have to watch the actual series to get the non-dorky version of this. But from what I was actually legitimately laughing. Like I was like, I can't believe Roman got me to watch this. But I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed at all. It actually is like quirky and adorable, and so I understand the appeal now. It makes way more sense.
Yeah. Again, that's why I wanted you to watch the normal show, but I also feel like Garupa Pico is a good way to kind of edge you into it, because it is kind of wacky and goofy and funny, and yeah, you kind of get an idea of the characters, but not like complete like representations of them, because obviously this is definitely way off from what the actual series is, but it does give you kind of an idea of the characters a little bit, as far as their personalities and stuff like that.
When they were on the variety show.
Oh, Pasto Palettes?
Yeah. It's like recreate your the characters recreate the character's catchphrase, their signature line.
Yeah.
And then they're all dropped into the mud pit. It's like, oh, jeez.
And they only got like a couple seconds for their little promo at the end because they didn't last for anything. Yeah, they didn't even get to finish it because I think they started like arguing a little bit.
Yeah, they were like, "Hello, our name is cut off."
Yeah. Actually, Pastel Palettes has their own little chibi show as well, but it's only like 6 episodes.
Pastel Palette, and they're like the main band, right? Or the main characters?
No, Poppin' Party.
Poppin' Party, okay.
Poppin' Party is the main characters. Pastel Palettes, a lot of people just seem to have taken a liking to them. That's why they got their own little chibi show as well.
Got it.
You actually learn in that Maya, the one with the glasses, the drummer, I should say, she actually likes tight spaces. So she'll like try to squeeze herself underneath a couch or between like 2 shelves or something because she feels comfortable inside of a tight space.
Jeez.
Chisato, the blonde one in Pastel Palette, she's an actress, like a child actress. In fact, she still acts, but she also does pastel palettes and commercials and plays and stuff like that, so she's very busy all the time. She's like the professional of the group because she understands how this kind of thing works with fame and fans and stuff. While nobody else really knows what to do, she'll like kind of guide them on what to do and how to handle things. Aya is like the newbie, but she wants to be like a super big star, so she's constantly practicing, but always messes up her lines when she's talking on stage.
Wow.
Hina, like I said, she's the genius of the group. She's like also very detached from people. Like she doesn't understand feelings. Or why people do the things they do. So I know they had an event in the game where they were going to a meet and greet, and Hina didn't understand why people would want to stand in line and talk to her. And every time somebody came up to talk to her, she'd be like, "So what is it about me you like? Like, why did you come to this thing? Why are you here?" Like, because I wanted to talk to you. Okay, but why did you want to talk to me? So,
wow. So just oblivious.
Yeah. But when it comes to everything else, she's like a genius. Like, she doesn't have to memorize anything as far as the band goes. She says as long as she hears it once, she's fine. She can play it. She only has to read sheet music once, and she understands everything that needs to be played. So, the way I compared it to my grandmother, because I explained to her this stuff too. You've seen Big Bang Theory, right?
Yeah.
She's like Sheldon.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, she's like Sheldon in a way. So, she's the Sheldon of the group. Eve is the other character I didn't talk about. She is from Finland. And she was a model when she was in Finland, but decided because she's like a huge fan of Japan and Bushido. So she wanted to go to Japan, and she joined Pastel Palettes to kind of, I don't know, I guess because they wanted somebody who was recognizable outside of Japan.
Thank you for bringing her up. I was going to ask you about that. What's up with the Bushido? This is not Bushido, or this is very Bushido. What?
Yeah, she lives her life by Bushido.
Oh my god.
She is... Weeb. Yeah, I was going to say, she would be the weeb of the group. Like in the show, she's the weeb.
Oh, man.
Like, everything is about Bushido.
I might ironically end up liking her.
There is even an episode in season 2 where she's, like, doing, like, ninja. Like, she's pretending she's a ninja. And following Aya and Chisato and stuff around.
Okay, yeah. I might end up liking her.
She's funny. just because there'll be another full pastel palettes episode with them, and she definitely takes that episode.
All right. Yeah, I think I've seen enough that I'm definitely going to finish at least the Chibi Bang Dream, the Pico. I'm definitely going to finish that.
Yeah. Because they still haven't done the concert yet.
No.
Which actually, I don't think you're too far.
Figured out the order.
Actually, you're not that far behind for the episode. That episode with the concert. It's actually the next episode. So.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
And then you get into more shenanigans with the groups.
It's impressive that they were able to come up with like 25 different personalities for these girls. It's like, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how they're like, some of them you can kind of say are similar, but still different in their own way.
Right. Yeah, because
go ahead.
It's just kind of like was it the main character or the main chick? Was it the blonde one, the one that's kind of a dork? She's kind of like as ditzy as the other main girl of was it Papa Party, the brown-haired one. They're both kind of like dorks, but they're dorks in different ways.
You're talking about Kokoro.
Yeah, Kokoro, the blonde one.
Yeah,
she's kind of a dork.
They're very similar. Yeah. But Kokoro's rich, so
that's the difference. Yeah,
she could do what she wants. It's also kind of interesting because Hello Happy World, when they're coming up with a new song, Kokoro doesn't write down lyrics. She draws pictures, and Misaki has to kind of put it all together and figure out what it is she's trying to say.
Oh, that's fun.
Like, even for concerts, when they're coming up with ideas for concerts, she draws out her ideas. And they have to cut, like, Misaki has to put it all together and be like, okay, so she wants this and this. So yeah, Kokoro doesn't write. She draws everything that she wants.
Oh my goodness.
And as you were saying about her and Kasumi being similar, Kasumi understands all of her drawings.
Wow. Which one is Kasumi?
Kasumi's the lead singer for Poppin' Party.
Okay.
The one you said that she was similar to.
Okay.
Yeah, she understands all of Kokoro's drawings.
Okay, so then that's the joke. That's why they're so similar and they understand each other.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's coming together. I'm getting it.
Yeah, you can also kind of see Misaki and Arisa. Arisa is the blonde in Poppin' Party, the tsundere. Only in the fact that they're the ones that kind of keep the band in line.
Okay.
Because that's Misaki's job, basically. She puts everything together for the shows and everything, but she's also there to keep Kokoro, Kaoru, and Higumi, or whatever, Higumi, from doing anything crazy. And that's Arisa's job in Poppin' Party. She keeps Otai, which is the guitar player for Poppin' Party, and Kasumi from doing anything crazy during the shows or anywhere. So she's kind of like their, I guess, keeper in a way.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how those two are similar in a way. So because that's what they do in the band, they kind of keep those crazy characters in line.
And what kind of music is Poppin' Party?
I kind of see them as pop rock.
Okay.
And sometimes just straight up rock.
And what kind of music is Hello Happy World?
I have no idea. They're kind of a mix of a lot of things. Because they have rock songs, they have like pop songs, they have a rap song. They do whatever they feel like they should do. There's like no limits for them as far as the genre.
You're gonna have to link me to the rap song because now I'm curious.
Oh god, yeah, I got to remember the name of that one. I'll find a link for it and I'll send it to you.
All right, I appreciate it.
They do that one in the second season as well. They play that song.
Animated.
Yeah, they play it.
Oh
It's actually the episode where they show Misaki with her Iron Man bear suit.
I thought Iron Michelle was in Pico.
No, that's in season 2 of the actual series.
Oh my goodness! All right, okay.
And in order to run it properly, to get her suit to fly, she has to do the Konami code.
Oh, this show, man. So it honestly sounds like it has way more going for it than Love Live. So I wonder why Bang Dream is not as popular.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to get more popular, but it's definitely not on Love Live's level.
Yeah. Maybe it's because that's just, I think pop tends to be more
accessible
mass audience than rock. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, there's more fans of pop, I would say, than there are rock nowadays.
Which is unfortunate because I'm completely the opposite.
Exactly, yeah. I think that's why I take a liking to Bang Dream more than I do like Love Live, where it's idol groups.
Yeah.
And these are like rock bands. So I think that's why I prefer them over like Love Live. Mm-hmm. Plus, there's like way too many characters in Love Live.
Yeah, it used to only be 9. Like in the animes, it was like 3 for every grade of high school. You know, like the freshmen, the juniors, and the seniors. It was 3, 3, and 3.
Yeah.
And then in Love Live Sunshine, it was also just 3, 3, and 3. And now the mobile game came out, and they're like, well, Bang Dream has 25, we can have 30. It's like, oh, jeez.
Right. It's almost like an actual like K-pop or J-pop idol group where they have like 15 members of the band, but in like anime form.
Yeah, and that's also why I keep making the comparisons, because it's like in Love Live, I feel again they don't they don't play their instruments, but they sing the songs and then they do the choreography, so they do all the dances. The voice actors do it all themselves.
Right.
So, and that's also why even after the anime was airing or finished airing, they weren't off contract. They then had to go do all the concerts.
Yeah.
But props to them when was it 2016 when I went out there to Anime Expo for TM Revolution, before the anime even started, the Aqu Wars, the second, they had like 4 or 5 of them out of the 9, and they got them to AX.
Oh.
And it was like they were out here in LA in California before they were even like doing any promos in Japan.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, all the stuff they recorded and the interviews and the panel and all of that, they then took all of that footage and was using it as promotions back in Japan.
Okay. So they were using what they had at AX to promote them in Japan.
Right. Yeah, because it was like the anime hadn't started yet, because the anime was like, so what was July? July was like, yeah, July would have been right around the beginning of summer season.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like right before the anime came out, they did their Anime Expo show, and then they turned around and then the anime came out. I think that maybe like 2018, I want to say, 2018, Aqu Wars did come back, as in all 9 members, and then they did a concert at AX, but before the show had even started, they managed to get a couple of them out to AX, and they considered it official promo material. So that's why I keep like hammering you on like, oh, Ayane Sakura is a big name voice actress, and she's also singing and dancing and doing concerts and all of this, and I'm like, and playing her instruments, and it's like, no, not necessarily, because her character is easy to cosplay. Mm-hmm. She's a singer, so all she needs to do is sing, and most voice actors also sing, so yeah.
Right.
But some of these other ones, like, they wouldn't get the voice actors to then come out in cosplay and play their instruments at the concert, the live concert.
Right. Like, so, I know I've shared a few Pop and Party concerts with you where they do like covers for other anime songs. So I don't think I've ever shared a Rosalia one with you though.
Yeah, I don't recall.
Because I know all of them play their instruments, and they all go out in costume and do concerts as well.
Right. With some of the characters where they're like first timers or they're up and comers, it's kind of like they can afford to do that. They can afford to go on tour and be part of the Bang Dream concerts.
Right.
And it wouldn't really bug them, but someone like Ayane Sakura or what's her name? You said Tomoe, right?
Oh, Hikasa Yoko.
Yeah, Hikasa Yoko. Because Hikasa Yoko is also, I mean, she's old now, technically old school now, because she's definitely been doing it for almost like 12 years, voice acting. But yeah, it's like you can't really pull her away or get her to do anything.
Right.
So that's why it's kind of like, can they afford to really go out on tour and dance and sing and still make all their obligations to their voice acting? And it's like, yeah. By the way, I forgot to mention it, but Aoi Yuki is in Princess Connect.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Who is she?
You remember she was the one that was with the orphanage lady, her assistant with the donkey that wouldn't stop?
Oh, okay.
That's her.
Okay, yeah. Cool. She was a cool character.
What's up?
I said she was a cool character. I liked her.
Yeah, I was just like, I know Aoi Yuki is in Princess Connect, so I'm like, let's just find out who she is.
Yeah.
It's like Aoi Yuki is like in every single gacha game that I can think of. It's like she's in Grand Blue Fantasy, she's in FGO, she's in Princess Connect, she's in Dragalia Lost.
I don't think I've heard of that one. But I have heard of that one, yeah. But
Dragalia, that's the one from Nintendo.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. Point is that Bang Dream, like hella characters, hella voice actors. It's like they made the smart move by getting lesser named voice actors. Oh, also, are any of these like singers or whatnot? Were they from like Tokusatsu, like Kamen Rider or Power Rangers?
The lead singers?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. I asked this because some of the ones from Love Live, some of them were like they weren't voice actors or singers before Love Live, but they were in like Power Rangers and Kamen Rider.
Okay. So they started off in like live action.
Yeah. Like so Daya from Aquars, the Boo Boo Desua.
Yeah.
She was from Power Rangers.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't tell you which Power Rangers, but just know it was from one of the Power Rangers series. And she was like Blue Ranger.
Okay.
So, Boo Boo, or Blue Desua.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah, and then a couple of them, like Hanayo from Love Live, from the first season, she went on to become just a normal voice actress. Pyle, who does the voice for Maki in Love Live, she just continued on her singing career.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice.
But I need to hear some of these songs. That's what I think I really need to do. I need to hear more of the songs, because I know most, if not all, of the Love Live, the popular Love Live songs, or at least the ones from the anime, but I don't know really any Bang Dream songs.
I could send you some.
Start me off with a rap song from Hello Happy World.
Let me see if I could find this on my phone, because it's in the game as well, so I'm just going to... While we're talking, I'm just going to go through these songs and see if I can find it, but...
And you said they performed that live?
No, they did that in the anime.
Okay.
They did that in the episode where Michelle had her Iron Man suit.
Okay. But I'm assuming that they eventually turned it into an entire song and put it on a CD and sold it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to look up the name so I could go on YouTube and look it up.
I gotcha. Yeah, no, it's fine. No rush. But yeah. Yeah, it's funny because it's like you can and you can't make the comparisons between Love Live and Bang Dream. But yeah. Oh,
yeah.
What you call it? I loved it too when what's her name, when she was looking to change up her design or her style, and the first thing she pulled up was Kiss.
Oh, yeah. You're talking Tsugumi? I think it's Tsugumi.
Yes.
It's hard for me to remember those three because it's Tsugumi, Himari, Higumi. So I'm like, am I saying the right one?
Very, very similar, yeah.
But
I love how they always like bring up Kiss, because Love Live did the same thing too, where they all cosplayed as Kiss.
Yeah.
And so it's just funny how like when the Japanese think about like, you know, who the wild rockers are, and also like Detroit Metal City, you know?
Yeah.
They use that aesthetic from Kiss. And it's like, if you really got to know like Gene Simmons from Kiss and how he's kind of a douchebag.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's always about like making money and being, you know, making profit, and the music is kind of like, yeah, he talks about rocking and drugs, and yeah, and really he's just like, just pay me.
Yeah, just give me the money.
He doesn't really care about that kind of stuff, or at least he's grown beyond it. But for the Japanese, it's still kind of like, look how crazy and wild they are, and it's like, no, not really.
Yeah.
They're really not that crazy or wild.
No.
There's worse. There's way worse.
They're just old.
That's definitely true. But again, it's just like that's what they see. They see how wild they are with the face paint and the spikes and the shoulder pad. And they're like, oh, look how crazy these guys are. You know, if we want to think of something crazy in being a band or a rock band, we think of Kiss. And it's like, I would say Disturbed is a little more crazier than Kiss.
Yeah.
I love Disturbed.
Yeah, I like Disturbed. I think this is it right.
You know, they're jumping around the stage, you know? I think that, they're way more crazier. They don't need face paint and shoulder pads to do it, but yeah. That's just something I just like as a... They're not the first ones that have used Kiss as a reference to how crazy or how to be crazy. I'm just kind of saying that, you know, if Japan wants to pay me for advice, I'd go in there and advise them and be like, we can get crazier than Kiss.
Right.
So, that's what I'm saying.
Let's look at some death metal bands.
Yeah, right? Right? Let's watch a couple episodes of Death Clock.
Right. Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse.
Oh, God. Yeah.
But none of the Bang Dream bands, none of them really get that hardcore, right?
No, not really.
Yeah.
You know, because, like I said, Papa Party is kind of like a pop rock group. Afterglow is just rock. Pastel Palettes is the idol group, so, you know, they're going to do more poppy kind of stuff. Hello Happy World is, like, multi-genre. And Rosalia is kind of like the goth rock group.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, nothing too crazy as far as that goes.
So, I'm going to say this. This is going to be my last question, and then I'm going to leave it here because I'm going to go back and watch the rest of the Pico.
Right.
And we'll come back and discuss this more. But my last question to you for this episode of the podcast is 5 bands, right? 5 bands?
5 for this Garupa Pico season, 5 bands, yeah.
Okay. So we'll stick with Pico and say 5, right?
Right.
So if you were to compare each one, so 1, to an artist or a group here in like America or in popular music, what would they be comparable to?
Oh God. Okay.
Like, what style would you say they represent or they're similar to?
Oh god. I can kind of see like Rosalia being kind of like an Evanescence style band.
Okay.
Maybe with a mix of some other band I know, but I can't think of the name right now.
Okay.
Oh god. Blackmore's Night is the other band I'm thinking of. Hello Happy World, like a kids bop group. Kind of like a kids bop group. Let's see, Afterglow. Who could I compare them to? I don't really know too many new rock bands or anything like that, but I guess I would kind of put them on par with like a late 90s rock band.
Okay.
But I can't think of names for some reason. Pastel Palettes. Definitely like one of those girl groups. Like maybe not like whatever. Maybe not like Destiny's Child or anything like that, but maybe more of like a I don't know. All the like girl groups in like the U.S. are more sexualized and stuff, which
Right.
Pastel Palettes really isn't.
Right.
So I don't know who I can really compare them to, but I could see them being like a girl group here in the U.S. like that.
Okay.
Poppin' Party. I think kind of like a Paramore.
Okay. Okay.
In a way, yeah, kind of like Paramore, I think.
Okay. So, and I'll tell you what too, for putting you on the spot and having a bunch of blanks, I'll ask this to you again when I finish the rest of the Pico.
Yeah.
That way you can go and think about it and sleep on it, and then next time we'll do all 7 bands.
Yeah, well, I have to listen to stuff from Morphonica, but I have heard
Right.
some songs from Raz, so I'd be able to maybe come up with something for them.
Okay. There you go. Because when you say like pop and all that, I'm thinking like what, like Avril Lavigne or Taylor Swift or.
I could see
Yeah.
Poppin' Party kind of being like an Avril Lavigne kind of
Okay.
thing as well.
Same.
But they also have songs that would kind of go with like Paramore as well, like
Got it.
more rock, less pop.
Yeah. Yeah. And so when you say like Afterglow goth rock, I'm like Linkin Park.
No, I see Rosalia,
Rosalia.
like goth kind of, and Linkin Park I wouldn't consider goth.
Fair.
Right. That's what I think. What would I compare them to? Like Evanescence and Blackmore's Night is kind of like who I compared them to.
Okay. Okay.
Afterglow, like I said, like a '90s rock band or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, so like for people like me that aren't in the know, but it's like if we're looking for something comparable to understand the kind of music they're trying to sing, that's basically the point of my question. But like I said, you sleep on it. If you think of any other bands that are comparable or American Western audiences might recognize a bit better, that's kind of where I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I'll try thinking about it a little more because I never actually thought about it. Like, who are these like in the U.S.? Like, I never actually stopped to think about that.
Or like European, so if they're European artists or anything, because we have like Adele and all that kind of groups and all that out there too. So not just American artists, but European artists, Asian artists, anything that's comparable, that would make us American plebs that don't understand Japanese pop rock, etc. would be like, oh yeah, no, I know what that sounds like. Okay, now I have an idea.
Okay. And I'll try to find some songs for you for each band that I can send you.
And Hello Happy World's rap song.
Yeah. And then you could do the same for me. Tell me who you think they kind of
All
remind you of.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got for Bay Dream. At least for now. Like I said, we're definitely going to come back to this.
Right.
When I finish the other half of Pico.
Cool.
Yes. Madoka bless Babongo-sama.
I know, right? Saving Ran from her sickness.
Oh,
God.
man.
Poor Ran. They did so much to her.
Put onions in her ears, man.
Didn't they have garlic, too?
Yeah, leeks and garlic, yeah. No time to talk about it, just do everything.
Yeah. Just do it all!
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Right.
So, did you want to talk a little about FGO, or...?
Yeah, just do a little bit, and then we'll wrap up and get out of here. We've already gone on over 2 hours, it seems, so...
Yeah, we're close to 3.
I was talking to Roman offline, but it seems that both servers for FGO are in a holding pattern. Japan server got delayed because of the virus, so they ended up doing a rerun for the Gouda Gouda event, so it sucks, but it's like something to do and it's nice. That event is wrapping up. It's about, I think, 5 more days left on it as the recording of this podcast. So that's going to end soon. And then us here in America on the USA server, we lost out on an event.
Right.
We were supposed to get the murder at the hotel. But I think Sean, he put out a video on YouTube, and he brought up a good point, which was that they were probably going to, or they delayed it, because they wanted to do it at Anime Expo this year, because in Japan there was an event that was going on in-game, but it was also, there was an event that you can do by going to certain cafes and restaurants and locations, and then you can participate in a real-time live-action escape game. You know, where they give you the scenario, and then you kind of read over the details and kind of figure out what's going on.
Right.
So it was a dual event. It was going on in real life, and it was going on in game. But they're not really doing that here in America. So they axed it, and instead they just gave us our Gouda Gouda 2 rerun. But now that AX is canceled, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird on how they're gonna handle that, if they even do it.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate, and it sucks, because this is just going to give these nerds another excuse, like, we missed out on a Sherlock banner. And I'm like, you guys weren't even going to roll for him anyways. None of y'all even care about Sherlock. But they just use it as ammunition to try to extort in-game currency out of him, so whatever.
Maybe I should have done that for Winterfest. No.
Yeah. Trust me, I've made that argument, like, oh, you guys skipped 2 events this year, where's my quartz?
Yeah. Or just give me Cleopatra, because I was going for Cleopatra. No.
There you go. Give me Queen Cleo, and I won't make a stink about it on Twitter.
Right?
Oh, man. So yeah. Yeah, and that's where we're at. So all I can really say about FGO is finish the events that you're on. Take this opportunity to catch your guys up. If you haven't max leveled your Achilles yet, this is a good opportunity to do it.
I know I haven't, but I plan on it. I'm just going to do it after I finish Waiver.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I can't really. There's not really else I can really go on, because, like I said, right now we're in the middle of reruns, and the Japanese and the American schedules are skewed, so it's like, can't even tell you what's coming up, because I honestly don't know.
Right.
It's like, we have a general idea, because they're still following the schedule for the most part, but yeah.
Right.
So, general advice: level your characters, level your bond points, farm, get those items, and yeah, hopefully the next time we record a podcast, we'll have more information.
Yeah,
we'll know what they want to do.
I'm just hoping they stick with the schedule as far as the like 13 million, 14 million download, so that we can get the summer servants.
Yeah, I think they're going to do it regardless, because even though they labeled them as download milestones, honestly, that was just an excuse to put the year one summer servants, to put them in there one more time. Because, again, you're not starting with this year, you're not going to get an opportunity to roll them again. So it was one more hurrah to get a chance to roll them. Even though at least the 5 stars, so Butt Toria and Tamamo Lancer, they'll still be in grab bags, because I rolled Tamamo as part of my guaranteed 5-star last year for Japan.
Okay.
So they'll still pop up in terms of grab bags or guaranteed 5 stars, but outside of that, yeah, this is basically it.
Yeah, I need to get I think from this one that's coming up, I need to get Kiyohime, and I wouldn't mind getting an NP2 Tamamo. She's one of my heavy hitters, so.
Yeah. No, she's really strong. And I believe it was Keith Sean as well. He also made an observation that they tend to never give interludes or strengthenings to the summer servants, because they're viewed kind of as like collectibles, like they're unique. But at the same time too, Summer Nobu just got was it interlude or strengthening? Okay. So it kind of blew that out of the water. So it's like they're just going to do what they want. But it would be nice if they removed the stun on Tamamo's invincibility.
Yeah. But you kind of have to pair her with somebody who can remove it.
Yeah.
And I never have anybody. I think the only one I think I would have to pair her with like Martha to remove the debuff.
Well, if you paired her, Martha, or if you paired her with like Sanzang, who has that debuff immunity up, does that work?
I've never tried.
Yeah,
I'll have to try that.
Put on Ilias Field also has it, where it increases the debuff resistance. So at times that will actually negate stuff like that.
Okay.
So that might be an option for you to look into.
Yeah, I missed out on Ilya.
She'll be back next year.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Ilya event comes back, like January or February next year. And then it'll be Ilya and Miyu, and then your last chance to get Chloe.
Nice.
So, yeah. So all 3 of the girls will be in there. Yeah, so, man, this virus is still wreaking havoc, man. But
yeah,
we'll power through it. Pray to Babongo-sama that we get through this ASAP.
Just use this as an opportunity to raise up some of my guys' levels, all the ones I've neglected.
Absolutely,
because there's plenty.
Yeah. My advice to you, if that's what you want to do, is in terms of this current event, just do one of the quests on each side of the faction. So one for Nobunaga and one for Okita and the Shinsengumi. Do one red, one blue, and then you can go and like farm hands or farm materials, whatever you want, because you only need to do one of each to guarantee you'll get all the rewards for when the tally happens, where they say who won. As long as you did it one time for each side, you'll get all the rewards.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you need to farm EXP or whatnot, this is your chance.
Nice.
Because none of the farming nodes have opened up yet, and they're not going to open up until like Thursday as of the recording of this podcast.
Oh, really? So I got a couple days left.
Yeah, and really, the mobs or the monsters that we're fighting, they don't really have good drops, so there's no reason to like burn apples. There's nothing. It's just nothing's going on. And then once the farming nodes open up, you only get like 5 days, and then the event's over.
Yeah,
So, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I like, the Shinsengumi and all that, but I think that starting with Guda Guda 3 and Guda Guda 4, you'll have a lot more fun with those ones. But I think the story is better, the gameplay is better. It's just, they're just better.
Okay. All around.
And that's what I'm saying. That's going to be weird too. It's like we finished Guda Guda 2, and there's no break. Like, boom, we immediately go into Guda Guda 3. It's like, what?
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah, there used to be a buffer event in between Guda Guda 2 and Guda Guda 3, but now the way it's looking, yeah, we just might jump right into part 3 right after this.
Okay. And that's the one with Okita Alter, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think that you particularly might have fun with Sakamoto and Oryu, because Oryu is kind of like the deadpan type character. It's like, yosh, tabanai there. Can I eat him? And it's all like, Oryu, be happy. Hi, pisu. Like she's like deadpan, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
But she's actually a goddamn dragon, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Twist.
But yeah. So her favorite snack is frogs, just like Princess Connect.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, yeah. So it's yeah. I'm gonna have to tag you in that too, because that meme is gonna come back. When she activates Noble Phantasm, they do double peace signs.
Oh, yeah.
Because Oryu was Sakamoto's real life wife.
Okay.
But in the Fate context, because Fate is Fate, he discovered Oryu in a cave and kind of like brought her and saved her life. And so she kind of, formed a contract with him and all that. And they operate kind of like Anna and Mary, where they kind of like work as one pair, one team.
Okay.
But if one dies, or if Sakamoto's the main though, so if he dies, she dies basically. But yeah, it's a fun dynamic. And like I said, I think I could be mistaken, but I could have sworn that you like those characters, those deadpan characters. So
yeah, they're pretty cool.
So look forward to that meme being resurrected.
Okay.
Your Facebook is going to be filled with double peace signs.
Nice. And so will the Discord.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, until that happens, we're just in a holding pattern.
Yeah, we're just waiting for something to come up.
Yeah. Farm both of the ladders. You need 1 million points for each ladder, so farm both of the ladders.
It's actually not that bad.
No, it's not.
I mean, I was able to get the 2 million from the last one pretty quickly, so this shouldn't be too much.
Yeah.
Not like, well, which one was it that you needed like 10, 20 million or something?
Saber Wars?
No, it was before Saber Wars, because I remember I completed it. I was really happy about it. Because Saber Wars I didn't complete. Or maybe
that's okay. The very first Saber Wars I didn't finish either. I gave up.
All I did was I got my Lily like NP boosts. Yeah. So that was it. That was all I wanted really.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't. And I think to this day, Saber Wars is the only event I didn't completely finish.
Wow.
I just got tired of it. I'm like, this sucks. I'm not strong enough to loop Tesla. I didn't have any particularly strong lancers at the time. I was like, this is garbage. I'm done. And now it's like, just steamrolled it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Yeah, and when you think about it too, it's like, obviously, USA server is in the year of reruns, so we're not out of the reruns yet. But when you think about it, we're already in the middle of May, and then right after Guda Guda, it's going to be Ishtar Cup again.
Oh yeah, Ishtar Cup.
Yeah, we're already there. And then after Ishtar Cup, it's going to be then officially Chapter 2. of Lost Belt.
Oh yeah, that's in July, right?
No, it should be June because
June?
Scotty is supposed to be our AX servant, and
Oh yeah.
so I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it because in the Japanese release, Lost Belt came out in July because their fan fest was in August, but our fan fest is at AX during 4th of July, but you need to put out the story chapter unless you're going to give us Scotty and then give us the story chapter, which is fine because they've done that in the past. You know, Sanzong came out before Camelot.
Right.
Ishtar came out before Babylonia. So it's not the dumbest thing or the weirdest thing, but it depends on what's their schedule going to be.
Right.
Yeah.
So according to the list, it says July 18th for Lost Belt.
Yeah. Right. And so, but for us though, they always celebrate our anniversaries, our FGO anniversaries at AX.
Which is August or June, you said?
4th of July.
4th of July, okay.
Because it was at AX, 2016, I think? Or 2015? 2016. That's when they announced FGO's release. So that's why they always use AX as the big anniversary date. Even though the game didn't come out on the 4th of July or at AX, that's when they officially announced FGO USA was coming out. So they use Anime Expo as the anniversary.
Okay, I get it.
And like last year, what they did too was they did the panel where they live streamed it. They did all their announcements, and then it's like the server went down for like an hour or 2 hours, and then when it came back up, or no, it was down during the panel. And then when the panel ended, the server came back up, and then that's when Sherlock turned on.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but again, there's no AX this year, so it's just going to be like 1 minute the server is off, the next minute it's on, and yay, Scotty. And I saw you in Discord. You shared that Scotty and the ice cream machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently, when Scotty comes in, she discovers ice cream, and then she's just all like, "Humans suck, but I love this ice cream stuff." So, yeah, don't tell her that the McDonald's shake machine is broken. You'll destroy her.
Yeah. Was it? I saw another. There was like a comic, one of those Penthesilea comics that I was sharing with her and Abby. But it had Scotty in it, and Pen was handing out ice cream to the kids, and she was just standing in line, like waiting for her ice cream.
Yeah. I'm already starting to hoard my materials for Scotty so that I can 10 her. So we'll see how that goes though.
What does she need?
And that's why also I'm saying that they need to put out the story chapter, because to 10 her, she needs materials from Lost Belt too.
Oh,
okay.
So
it's like, yay, we get the character, but we can't ascend them, we can't max level them. Like, then what's the point? We're gonna have like level 50 and 60 Scotties? What?
For now, you're just gonna have to deal with it. No.
What's up?
Yeah, for now, you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah. Well, then what's the point? If we don't have her third skill, what's the point?
So her third skill is the one everybody wants, right? Because that's the one that boosts quick.
No, that's the one for the 50% NP bar.
Oh, okay.
Her first skill, I believe, is the quick up.
Okay.
Yeah. But the third skill is the one that just supercharges your bar and makes it able for you to just loop everything.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Corona-chan just wrecked everybody. And so we'll see what they want to do. And yeah, I mean, that's also a good point too, I think. And then I think I'll finish on this point. Use this opportunity to save for everything coming out in the summer, because once again, the Summer 3 servants, although outside of like SeaWorld John, most of them are probably like, nah, not really super practical. They are pretty fun. And speaking of Sakura Ayane, Summer Mabe is super fun. I love the story. I love how she just kind of came out and just overrun Comiket. It's like she's not even selling doujinshi. She's just selling her photo book. And she's like the hot selling book at Comiket.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the murder death volleyball match with her and Ku. I love how Osakabe Hime the Jerker tries to like just kidnap Osakabe Hime into doing her doujinshi. So she sneaks out though, and so you need to go track her down. I like how Summer Skasaha, she's all like, yo, we're in Hawaii, right? You know those Americans, they love their guns. Let's go to a gun range. So you're at the gun range with Skasaha. So it's like, it's got a great story. It's got fun characters. You know, you don't really see anybody in the JP meta using like Assassin Ushiwaka, but Assassin Ushiwaka is actually really fun. Like her character's design is fun. Her NP is fun. Yeah. But yeah, Jerker is great because she's a chuny. So
well, I do like chuny characters.
Yeah, if you like it when your character says Super Death Black Dragon Fire Blast, you'll be in love.
Sounds like I will be then.
So, what's up?
I said, sounds like I will be then.
Yeah. So start hoarding all your EXP cards and save your materials, your Ascension materials. Now's the time to just start working on that. So it's not that there's downtime, it's more so how are you going to use your time in game for the foreseeable future. So there's still plenty to do. Now's a good time to do it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Just prepare for later stuff.
Right. And like Vader said, pray they do not alter the deal and delay the events even more so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I am salty though that they skipped over the event, the murder at the Kogetsukan. Really salty about that. But oh well.
Do you think they also might have skipped it because they know that whoever the culprit was already revealed online and everybody knows who it was?
Right. That's also what some people were speculating too, that maybe it got delayed because they reworked the story. Which wouldn't be the first. The only reason why I even entertained that idea is because of what they did to us during Nero Fest, where they changed up Gramps, where Gramps in Japan only targeted the person or the character in the first player slot, but for us, he targeted at random. So that destroyed everybody's strategies.
Right. So
all of the videos of people on YouTube saying, this is how you do it. Yeah, they were all moot. They didn't work. So it wouldn't be the first time that they've changed stuff, you know?
Right.
But at the same time, too, it's also like they're lazy, so wouldn't be able to tell you.
Right. Just have to wait and see, I guess.
Exactly. So make the best of it. Level, farm, grind, do what you got to do. Be sure to at least definitely finish this event as well because you get a bunch of stuff out of it. But yeah, look forward to the next couple of months. It's going to be starting with Guda Guda 3, I think it's going to be pretty intense.
Yeah, probably. Take a look at this.
So,
okay.
But yeah, that's all I got to say. What are your closing thoughts? Let's get out.
Not too many. Just remember my whole plan for the schedule and catching up. Me and Belle will probably record tonight, but of this recording, so Monday. That's pretty much it.
All right, and like when you guys get done and you upload it to YouTube, and I'll get the notification. I'll forward it to the Facebook page, and we'll get it in Discord, and yeah, we'll be good.
Nice. All right.
All right.
Sounds good then.
All right.
So, you have any closing thoughts on anything, or?
Nah, we got. We're gonna keep going with Princess Connect, Tower of God, Bang Dream, FGO. What other stuff? Kaguya-sama, Villainous. We didn't talk about that because I wasn't caught up on Kaguya, and both of us weren't caught up on Villainous.
Right.
So we're definitely gonna check that out. Yeah. So, yeah. Are you gonna react to the Kaguya-sama movie?
Maybe after the season is over.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay. Because I think you sent me a link.
Yeah. There's a couple of ways to check it out. So we'll talk offline if you need another copy or where to find it.
Okay.
So
yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've done a live action movie. Because we did do, me and my cousin did Anohana, the live action movie for that. And I know there was one other live action movie we did, but I can't remember what it was. No, it wasn't JoJo. It tied in with a show that we reacted to.
Oh, okay.
It's usually the only reason we do that, because they'll be like, oh, you're going to do the live action movie, and sometimes the movie is just like not something we want to watch. So we'll be like, yeah, no, we're not doing that one.
I gotcha.
Like Death Note. When the Netflix Death Note movie came out, everybody was asking if we were going to do it. And we're like, no, we're not doing that one. Sorry.
Why not? Oh, man. No. All right.
Okay, but yeah. I'll do the Kaguya movie after the second season's over, and I'll get that up.
Sounds good. Alrighty then. Well, we'll see you guys again in a couple of weeks for the next one.
Yep. We should still be on quarantine, so it'll probably be like this again.
Cool.
So yeah, until then, see you all in a couple weeks. Or talk to you all in a couple weeks anyway.
Alright. Take it easy.
See ya.